Alright, let's peek the Spire with Bing Bong. Let's go for it. Right, welcome Niao. What do you offer me? Do love 100 gold start. I do not like take damage to get a paltry amount of health back, so it looks like it's just going to be 100 gold. Unless I already want a head start on removing strikes, I probably don't. How does the map layout look? How indeed. I used to have a button that just let me remember these color layouts. I don't know what happened to it, but it's gone. Right, what are we looking at here? Late spicy elite is ever tempting. A lot of rests possible. Choose between elite or rest. Probably want elite. Early shot to make use of that gold. Very nice for consistency. What we could even do is pick up a potion or two here, depending on what we get in this fight. No potion here, even consider 2, even if there's a higher chance that you've got one. It'll be 50% potion chance if I get here without a potion here. But if there's no potion here, I definitely want to be picking one up. Anyway, a potion, decent card, maybe even a remove. I don't like how it's either or here, but even though we go through the question marks, I could slaughter you. Make a judgment call on either of these. Slaughter you, that's a 4 elite path, potentially. Pretty good. Alright. Give me the 100 gold and we'll see what's in the shop. Should I go for the triple elite path? I miss my wife. Thank you, Bing Bong, for everything you give us. Did I perhaps not consider the right path more? There's not a late shop whatsoever, it's just the 2 front-loaded shops here. Either way, it's shop directly after the fight, but the difference here is that I get a 3rd combat before the elite, which could be considered better. Still opens up much the same option, except going for the bonfire rules out the illustrious left path. I would hate to have to go here instead of here. But getting a 3rd encounter mitigates quite a bit of bad luck from card rewards, although so does going to the shop. I'm more or less forced to go into this route to take the left path that way because I really don't want to skip this. Is it worth it for that extra easy pool fight? You know what? I'm confident that one of these is going to be a fight anyway. Let's see how my clairvoyance works out. Ugh, horrible first encounter. This guy max rolls his health as well, so I can't kill him with 2 strikes, and they're both attacking. Well, that just super sucks. Guess we take 8. It's alright, that's what the Burning Blood is for. Well, he wants to go in for another 8. Do I want to eat that 8, or would I rather just block? Let's not take damage if we can avoid it. And the Bing Bong betrayal. It's okay, this combat would have been here whether I went here or here. It's not about where the combats are on the map, it's all ordering. The game has an order of relics, an order of card rewards, an order of encounters that it's going to give you. Well, that worked out rather nicely. Prepare to die, because even though you weaken me, my strike still deals 6. Alright, we get a very good roll on the gold, 19, and then we get some options. Do I like these options? I'm not a big fan of Perfected Strike, let that be known, but the rest of these cards don't really do damage. I might have to take that Perfected Strike just to get some damage done. I mean, it's not all bad, right? I got 5 cards that deal strike, or say strike in them. With that, it's 6, so it's 12 on that, 18 damage. And it upgrades for rather a lot of damage. It means adding something like a Twin Strike also boosts it, and it's not a card that I have enough experience using. Perhaps that alone is a good reason to do it. We never take Rupture here. We don't do damage to ourselves. Spot Weakness is what I'm thinking about here, but with Slime Boss being our enemy, Spot Weakness is more likely to miss than anything. Get that Perfected Strike in here. And then, are you about to make me regret my choices here? Why the disdain for max hit points at the start? It assists in every healing event and rest site, which is loads getting in on the ground floor. Well, if your argument for taking it is that it assists the healing event, then an argument is also against it because it also makes events that damage you do more damage. Many of the events that hurt you hurt based on your max hit points. Shiving Gremlin, Madness, Bloody Idol, all that kind of stuff. But the bigger reason that I don't like it is that this health pool is a resource that one spends to become powerful in Act 1 as much as possible. So if I'm just giving up raw hit points, I'm giving up the opportunity to become stronger in Act 1. If I have a lot of hit points, then I'm more confident about running into elites, getting relics and more money and better card rewards become stronger. But, you know, if I have 100 max hit points but only 40 current hit points, it doesn't make me want to go into these fights, and I'll avoid them and I'll be weaker at the end of the act. So I would say I'd never take a max hit point reward from Niao. Anyway, what's in the shop? Toolbox. I love toolbox. Power through. I love power through. I cannot have both. Fairy is also excellent. I wanted a potion, right? Oh, that's tough. That's really tough because I can't have potion and toolbox. And let it be known, I love toolbox. I wonder what my win rate with toolbox is. It's just so good. And, you know, every other fight's giving you master strategy or apotheosis. Not getting a potion together with this is a bit painful, but whatever, give me that. It's too good to pass up. The only question then is, do I take a clothesline or not? A common attack for the Ironclad means no way am I going to pay money for it, and yet another 2-cost card also says don't pay money for it. So we just take the toolbox and leave. If that means I'm not confident on taking on this elite, then so be it. 50% potion chance. Potion is what I need to be confident about this fight currently. That or going in with near full health. The Jawworm's going to see to that. Immediately coming in with 12, are you? Well, that's not very nice. I'm going to take Violence because there's a... wait, no. Violence draws my attacks. That doesn't help me here. I don't think any of this actually helps me here. I guess I can have the Violence to potentially draw attacks later. Because I don't want to spend 2 on any of this. I want to spend all my energy blocking if I can. And I can! Oh, wonderful. I could even go so far as to take out a bunch of these attacks so that in the redraw I'm more likely to have some defense. In fact, I can guarantee a defense next turn by drawing a bunch of attacks. So I'm going to do that. Now that might seem silly, and it might end up being silly if he doesn't attack right now. But he does attack, and I guarantee that block. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. And then he's gunning for it, but that's what we have a perfected strike for. And then hopefully we just murder him. Can I murder him? He's on 24. I can't murder him. Well, this is going to hurt. Ow. Get out of here. Hey, Perfected Strike does a lot of damage, no doubt about that. Headbutt. Now, there's nothing particularly good to headbutt right now, but there will be in the future, and it's 50% more damage than a strike. I wouldn't consider either of these at this moment. Yeah, okay, I'll take headbutt. And what do we have here? I insisted that one of them will be a combat. Oh. This is problematic. I'm actually forced to get rid of a card here. You can't not. The problem with getting rid of a strike is I make Perfected Strike weaker. But I will make the deck overall better. I wouldn't dream of getting rid of Defend here. Ironclad is very good at getting rid of his... Oh, damn. If I'd taken Sever Soul, I could have offered it up here. And then I would have gotten a full heal. Not a ton of healing, but still worthwhile. Anyway, take my strike. They don't do anything if you give them a common card. Too bad. Ah. Okay, so Perfected Strike is a waste of time. If I transform one more strike, that Perfected Strike becomes god-awful. So, do I actually transform the Perfected Strike at this point? Because if I get rid of another strike, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strikes. 4, 2, 8 only does not a lot of damage. Slightly better than a strike. Strikes will benefit from strength gain more. Well, I'm glad I didn't pay for that Perfected Strike. But this is not a deck that lets me run into this elite. Even with an upgrade, it doesn't let me run into the elite. I should have taken the 3 guaranteed combats here. You know what, Perfected Strike, you got me through precisely 1 combat. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of you. Ah. Well, fair enough. That was another one of the combat rewards. I think if I run into this elite right now, I just die. We have not made any real headway with the deck, and we have no reasonable potions. I need to consider what's going to happen here. Toolbox could help me out a lot with something like Apotheosis, but let's assume it's the knob. Yeah, I take one, if not two, big hits off the knob with this deck. No damage. And I just got rid of my damage card. Hey, those events would have been very good if I'd already picked up a few decent cards. My concern is that if I don't go for this elite, I probably don't go for this elite either. So then what do I... I'm not going to be any better running into that spicy elite. The liquid bronze could do well again. No, I'm trying to think what happens against Lagavulin. Yeah, Lagavulin destroys me. I picked up no block either. It looks like it's going to be a very weak Act 1. Upgrades aren't even really doing anything here. Can upgrade Bash and Spot Weakness, but that's a whole lot of not worth much. Yeah, pretty grim deck so far, but what's a man to do? He could swerve to the right side. I'd rather have the opportunity to take on the Spicy Elite if something amazing happens here. And something amazing could happen. It's a shame having so many hit points, but no good potion kind of ruins my day right now. Bash Plus will work against me in Lagavulin, but I'll just have to accept that. But yeah, there's the combat. I knew it was waiting for me. Dramatic entrance in 8/8 damage to all enemies. But they are both attacking, so it might be better to... I'll go for it. Ah! That's quite funny. Big. Boom. And then no damage. Thank you, Spot Weakness. Very seldom do I see that card. Low roll the gold, and then get some options. Blood for blood, huh? That's assuming I'm going to take quite a bit of damage. I'd like some self-harm cards to go with that. Cleave is a bit sad. Blood for blood needs an upgrade, but wouldn't you look at that? I have an opportunity to upgrade it. I think I have to upgrade that and Spot Weakness, and then just accept that I'm only taking on 2 elites. I'd rather kill you, but with what? Alright, blood for blood into blood for blood upgrade. What a sad Act 1. Blood for blood is one of the best upgrades in the game because it reduces the cost and increases damage. I can't think of any other card that does that. This is basically still the starter deck. Spicy Elite is reckless. Yeah, but I gotta make some progress here. Probably a common relic. I think a 25% chance of an uncommon, no chance of a rare. Frozen Egg. All powers will be upgraded from here on out. I have no powers, and when I get them, I would like them to be upgraded. Essentially does nothing for this upcoming fight, though. I often say you don't need to upgrade a headbutt, but am I so desperate that I need that 3 extra damage off of it? Like I said, Spot Weakness doesn't really do much for this fight. If it's Spot Weakness, that's going to make Gremlinob angry. It's not going to play all that well against Luggy. I'm in for a bad time. It's never rest for 11 hit points, is it? Because I need to get some headway in terms of power. I think I will upgrade Spot Weakness and I'll assume that I'm going to fight the sentries. How does that sound? Although spicy sentries are bad bloody news. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Well, it is sentries. Ugh, regenerating sentries. Perhaps the toolbox can bail me out. Discovery will give me a random card. Could be a really, really good card. If nothing else, it's another card to add to my deck that isn't the complete arse that we have right now. I'm going to take a chance on Discovery. Enlightenment could, however, lower blood for blood, but it's only for this turn. It's unfortunate you don't get to see what you draw before your toolbox proc. Enlightenment would help bash and spot weakness, but it's a bum draw for the rest of the fight. This has the audacity to get out of my deck. Finesse, not bad either. Not good, but not bad. I'll take a chance on Discovery. I should have taken Enlightenment. Would have hit both of these. So Blood for Blood is some nice guaranteed damage, but Discovery could be anything. It could even be Blood for Blood. Wow. It is pretty wow. Still would have been better with Enlightenment, right? Enlightenment, Bash, Blood for Blood, 32 damage. And I have the energy spare to do something else. Unfortunately, I can't quite kill one of these buggers just yet. Am I terrified enough to Thorns Potion? Not really, because they regenerate away the Thorns damage. What are the odds that I kill next turn? So bludgeoning you takes you down to 8, but you go back up to 11. 2 strikes kill. There's no draw that doesn't kill, right? Well, yeah, there's one. There's 3 defends, Ascender's Bane, and spot weakness. But the odds of that are astronomical. What we likely do is... well, anything. You would go up to 13. 13 is awkward because 2 strikes won't kill. Let's do that and minimize incoming damage. Yeah, I think I believe in myself here. Oh, wait a second, I have more energy than I thought. In that case, let's ensure you die. I kept thinking that Bludgeon must have cost some energy to play, but no. Probably delusional not to spot weakness for this fight, so let's just make sure you're dead, and... it's further delusional to think that I'm going to kill the sentry. And I know I have some block coming next turn. Yeah. That's really only dealing 7. But my thinking is... what exactly? If I draw Bludgeon, you die, is my thinking. Bludgeon, drawing, dying. Nice combo to think of. Yeah, it was never going to happen, was it? I'd like to somewhat be sure I can block in the future. A little bit chip damage here and there, not too shabby. Although one might argue 5 isn't exactly chip damage. Should open up Sentry dying next turn. Should open it up dying, it absolutely does. And what do we take here? Nah, we never take 10. Never, ever. Get out of here. Whew. I know some people thought Finesse was the right call there. You never take Enlightenment, right? But I gotta say that that Bludgeon out of nowhere helped. What doesn't help is this this relic, the Dreamcatcher. So the only good relic is the one that I bought so far. And Rupture is back, this time upgraded. Still not useful because I don't hurt myself. Don't want any of this. My deck is really going nowhere. It's going nowhere fast. It's pretty much the base deck. How am I meant to kill Slime Boss with this? There's no way it's anger, right? I do have spot weakness. Works well with Blood for Blood. And I'm quite desperate. I think desperation has to win here. Come on, anger. Oh, God. Good instincts? That or vulnerable? Go for a trip. I'm not sure that worked out for me. Cultist is going to start hurting me pretty fast, pretty hard. The thing is, this guy's relatively consistent, right? Doing 8 and 12 here. And if he makes me weakened, then life gets a lot more ugly. But I have blood for dealing some serious damage. Should I hedge my bets here? I'm thinking about tripping one of them and then bash striking the other, or even bash defending. Not simple, because I don't know if you're going to be hitting me for 12 or not hurting me at all next turn. And then this cultist just keeps getting stronger and stronger, and I do not have consistent block to deal with it. Excuse me. Alright, here's my thinking. Just brutalize the cultist. Got 9 and 9. Do this. I might not enjoy what I just did, but I did it. Okay, good. Blood for blood is not there to punish me too bad. I could bring the trip back with a well-placed head, but you are going for the 12, by the way, you filth. This thing needs to die. This is our guaranteed draw next turn, by the way. Taking damage is making that blood for blood nice and cheap. And actually, with a spot weakness, we could go even better, right? So I would say we focus the damage. If I defend, I'm still making that blood for blood free. And it's just a question of what do I want to go with it? Because I could play hand, right? 0 cost, 1 cost, 1 cost. We bring back something that deals damage. Could actually bring back bash. Yeah, I think so. Bash should be 2 costs, so I can spot weakness, bash, blood for blood, anger. In some order. Sure. Couldn't hurt, except everything is hurting right now. Can't believe Bing Bong would do this to me. Oh geez, certainly something is being done to me. That might have been the wrong play. Blood for blood just kills you outright, which is nice, but can I kill the acidic slime? You think trip would have been better? You're probably right. Because it wouldn't have cost energy. What does that do? 15, 15. This doesn't work out now, does it? Yeah, because the bash uses up all of my energy, so I bash blood for blood and anger. Poor decisions were made, huh? 14 and 15 won't kill acid slime. I'm 1 off with that. I have to consider that strike as gone. Yeah, I certainly played this wrong. It looks like I'm taking 11 or 12 right now, unless there's some combo here that's passing me by. Shouldn't have brought back the bash. Should have brought back trip or even a strike. Yeah, this is a lot of wasted damage on blood for blood. Or maybe even not just played spot weakness right now. Because blood for blood kills anyway, and then I could have bash, strike, anger you, and I think that would have been enough. Poor choices made here, specifically by me. Well, Slime's the one that's doing the damage right now, so it's got to go. What am I even looking at here? I'm looking at poor choices made by me. Feels pretty bad, you know. Oh, wait, how do I even kill the slime here? Do I do this? Sure looks like I do. Ah! Oh wow, that could have been really bad. Imagine taking even more damage there. I don't want to. These choices blow. Wouldn't dream of taking Rampage. No thank you. Whoa, this is going grim. Pretty damn grim. Do I take this fight? 70% potion chance. You have to believe I take the fight, right? Thief wants my gold. Good chance that he gets my gold. This looks quite bad. Oh dear. Spot weakness, defend, defend. That way I take 1 damage and blood for blood becomes cheaper and I become stronger. I also have to believe that's good. I guess I bring anger into my hand right now to deal some damage. There was an argument for bringing strike so that strike doesn't end up on the draw. He's not dead, is he? 26, 36, 30... Oh, thank goodness. Nice. Heal for 5, get my gold back, get a potion. Not a good potion, but it is a potion. And get some cards that I don't want. Well, we're certainly making a lean deck here, but it's not a good lean deck. This elite's going to trash me, and then the run ends. Reichplat seems to believe it would be a healing event for us. Well, I needed a get stronger event through the fight here. None of this is the answer. No artifact for the flexing. I think we're pretty cooked here, because this is either Lagavulin or Gremlinob, and I don't have a good answer to either of them. Can't block Lagavulin, can't damage Gremlinob. Oh well, luck be upon us. Panic Button is here. Panic Button could save my bacon in 1 turn. Sure. Well, as I mentioned before, that Bash Plus works against me here. Everything works against me, actually. At least if I wake him up now, we have a lot of defense in the draw pile, but there's a lot of stuff we don't have. I think I more or less have to go for it. With any luck, I can redraw a Panic Button on one of his 20 damaging attacks. I need the strength. Do I need to do damage or else I die? If I headbutt Panic Button, I take no damage next turn, so that's a pretty good thing to do. Better than playing defense here. Also note the... this is our draw next turn. So I can Blood for Blood, Anger, Panic Button next turn. I think I have to Panic Potion here, otherwise this fight goes not my way. Regrettable. But yeah, headbutt the Panic Button. Get the damage done. Take the healthy amount. Panic Button all of this block. Easy money. Blood for the blood. Deal the anger. Luggy's dead. In retrospect, probably didn't need a Thorns potion, did I? The game is not kind enough to give me a replacement potion, though, but it does give me Shockwave. Shockwave against Slime Boss is a bit grim. I have to rest in this pre-Slime Boss thing. 3 weak and 4 vulnerable. Sorry, 3 vulnerable, 4 weak. His body slam back again, but I don't have the tools to make it work. Shockwave. Good card most of the time, but I've already upgraded Bash. Get in here. Can't go wrong with Shockwave. But I can die. Please give me a good card reward here. Haven't seen a single rare card, by the way. All act. Normally you see a rare card before your boss reward, but not in this run. There's nothing to really dual wield, is there? Well, there's dual wielding Blood for Blood if I'm desperate. How desperate am I? I'm pretty desperate. The thing is, when Slime Boss hits you, he hits you pretty bloody hard. Heavy Blade could work with my spot weakness. Am I really that desperate? That's yet another heavy card. Dual Wield has to line up with Blood for Blood, otherwise it's just a dead draw. And it's really not going to work on Slime Boss, of that I'm quite certain. Because as you know, Slime Boss hits you for 36, now he splits into hurting you many times for big damage. And we're just not going to be able to get my spot weakness off for the Heavy Blade. I think it's actually bad here. I don't think it's any of this. Hey, can you return to that card reward? Huh, strange. Normally you can go back and check your card rewards, but not from Dreamcatcher. Alright then, Slimbo. What can we have here? Panic Button looking really, really, really good already. And if I headbutt, I can headbutt redraw it for his big hit attack. Alternatively, Panacea does approximately nothing. Magnetism can give me random colorless cards, which could actually save me here, but it could also get me nonsense. I'm never normally a big believer in magnetism, but it could be the only key to this fight. This is really tough, actually, because Panic Button has a very easy to identify use case, block his big hit. But it might not line up. For example, if I draw Headbutt early, I won't be able to Headbutt it. I need to draw Headbutt on my second turn, actually, and that's already not good odds. Magnetism plays. Oh, that's bad. Would have been a good turn for bashing, that's for sure. Alright, Magnetism. It's all on you. Because otherwise I'm eating at 36 and I have no answer. Spot weakness misses. But, well, we get 3 defends next turn. There's that. I can headbutt whatever I want for next turn, but it's probably just all about defending. I could purify away my strikes, but that means I'm more dense with slimes. Could be good or bad, depending on how you see that. I could also play spot weakness and headbutt it so I know it lands next turn, but that's ridiculous, right? You have to block his big hit. Even though I do need the strength, huh? Well, there's an argument that getting 4 strength is more important than whatever nonsense he's about to do to me. I hate that that's actually a reasonable thing to do. I'm pretty low on choices, so I'm going to go for it. The enemy does not intend to attack. Well, I know he intends to attack next turn. Spot that weakness, please. I'll bring some anger and I will get rid of the strikes. Hopefully not going to get me killed. Swift strike. Okay. So weakness means he'll do 25% less damage. That's almost blocking for 10. The defends do block for 10, but Shockwave means that he's vulnerable for the follow-up. Shockwave would work better when he's already split, though. It means I'm not relying on that bash later on. Gonna hold on to that for now, I reckon. The pain. Oh, the pain. Welcome back, Swift Strike. Add a random colorless card. Yeah, sure. Violence. That leaves me with a lot of slimes going forward, which is really rather bad. Bash, strike, strike, anger, anger, headbutt. But at least I can deal damage right now, and if it gives me bash, that could set up a better split. Could also not. I do get bash. Oh yeah, of course that gives him extra weaken, doesn't it? Alright, so I'm really, really not good at dealing damage next turn. There's a possible thought to go for the split right now. But if both the ones coming out of that attack me, then I'm dead. Yeah, I'm looking pretty dead however you slice it, though. Can I even get a split anyway? I got 15, 16, 15. I think that's about as good as I can hope for right now. So what am I hoping next turn? Shockwave defend? I can hope, but I think I'm cooked. Only a single attack, but a single attack that I cannot block. Well, that stinks. Or does it? Wow! Saved by magnetism. Still probably dead, though. This guy guarantee attacks. I'm going to be frail. Yeah, guaranteed attack. Panacea won't save me. A lot of things won't save me. Well, now. Shockwave into headbutting you will probably split you. I think we have something here. So don't you be doing what you're trying to do to me. But yeah, so that keeps me just barely alive on 9. I have to consider. They're going to be in pretty bad position, which is quite nice. I have to consider what I want to draw. My blood for blood will be 1 cost, and it will outright kill one of these slimes. You're guaranteed to attack. Wait, I'll be weakened. 50%, 25%, so it might kill you. Probably will kill you, let's be reasonable. Probably won't, actually. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be 27 or 28. But anyway, I can headbutt blood for blood, and at least it'll deal some damage. Sure. Headbutt would have split without shockwave, yeah, but I want a good split. Trouble is, I need a good area of effect attack to kill them all. I need something like a dramatic entrance to come and save me again, because it's not looking good. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm not going to be weakened because I have Panacea. Ah, that changes matters slightly. Ever so slightly, matters are changed. But I think I need blood for blood here. Sure. Alright, stop trying to hit me and hit me. Oh man, this doesn't look good. Well... looks surprisingly okay. Anger and anger. What, 21 on the anger? Yeah, I'm just too angry to die. Not safe, of course. There are 100 different ways to still die here. But 2 of these 3 need to die right now to keep me alive. You must be one of them. It's a bit of a shame because the vulnerable ones... it's wasted damage, although it's wasted damage however you look at it. I think transmutation is actually going to see some use here. And probably defend as well. So what, I have to kill... yeah, 21, 21, and 45 here. I can't think of a better way to divvy out the damage here. Because however you slice it, we're getting overkill damage. Yeah, but 2 of these need to die. Transmute before the anger. Why? Oh, of course, they go into my hand. I thought they'd go into my pile. Well, that raises further questions. What's more overkill damage, anyway? It's 14, 14, 21... this could be anything. Well, this needs to be played and you need to die, so let's do it this way. Get you out of here. Then the question is, do I defend before I transmute? Remember, these are colorless cards, not Chad cards. You're already dead, and I'm taking 6. I could bring that down to taking 3, but that still gets me killed by just about anything. I think we trust in transmutation, because it could be Hand of Greed, for example. It is not Hand of Greed. I can draw 2 cards, but other than Swift Strike, nothing really does anything. Deep Breath could be good, actually. Deep Breath could be very good. But, let's get this scary thing killed first. My thought is that I want the angers multiplied before I Deep Breath. Impatience will draw 2. Could draw Anger. Could draw Swift Strike, so it's worth doing. Didn't draw either. And then we Deep Breath. Swift Strike. Almost kills. Right, you're guaranteed to attack next turn, so I should focus you. This thing might not attack next turn. Yeah, I need to be sure that any attack will take you out. I'll be frail next turn. Alright, luck be upon me. Ah, they're going for the 6, but look at that. Anger, anger. I'm simply too angry to die. Incredible. I'll put that very high in the list of fights I did not deserve to win. I didn't deserve to get through this whole Act 1 with the dire deck that I've made. But we get some gold, we get a very good potion, and we get a very, very good card reward offering. Am I so desperate that I need Immolate? No, there's no situation Immolate saves you, but Offer wouldn't be the better situation card, right? Yeah, saved by this card right here. What an awful deck I've made so far. But yeah, it has to be Offering, right? Makes blood for blood cheaper, gives draw, gives energy. Get in here, Offering. And how about a really good card? What would be good here? Despite having just taken Offering, I wouldn't mind Snecko. Pyramid would be nice. Well, Shockwave and Offering tell me that I do not want that Fusion Hammer. But the energy most assuredly will play, right? Gets blood for blood in easier with another card. Gets Shockwave and Bash possible to play in the same turn, although why, I don't know. Bash being upgraded and Shockwave not being upgraded is so sad. But this is very dubious since I doubt I can kill Act 2 elites currently, and this is just, ugh. Not what I want, that's for sure. There's no way, right? There's no way. So the annoying thing is that my rare card chance just got reset back to 0. We didn't get any rare card outside of the boss reward, which really stunk. In fact, the card reward super stunk here. Probably because I dodged these 2 elites, but I didn't feel like I could take them on. It would have been sentries. And I killed the spicy sentries, so maybe I would have been able to handle them. I think I have to take that fusion hammer. I already have frozen eggs, so upgrading Corruption or Barricade or Feel No Pain or Dark Embrace is not a concern. So yeah, it's good enough for me. Alright, get 75% of our missing health back. Very good. Decent dosh. Once again, the shops are front-loaded. Oh, well, now there's a back end of the Act shop. I love Act 2 question marks, because they're neither Act 2 elites nor Act 2 fights. I'm still scared of Act 2, though. Very scared of Act 2. It's a good dosh, though. I mean, I could go here. Or even up this way to here. The fairy should make me a bit more confident about taking these Act 2 elites, but don't have front-loaded damage. Don't have any good block card at all. I got 4 defends and that's it. We weren't able to purchase the power through. And we haven't actually seen any other block card. Armaments is not a block card. Is that true? Did we not see any other block cards? My own fault for not taking card rewards from combats. There's a 2 elite path up on the left. It doesn't have a lot of question marks, and I do love my question marks. I'm contemplating this. And then if we feel good, we take on the elite. If not, we cower away. But basically, we make our way over to here. Because we have a lot of options for late elites. If somehow the whole act turns around and I become super swole, 3 late elites would not be too bad. And the early shot with all this dosh can't be bad. Let's go. Ah, the Welcome to Act 2 fight. Angry Avocado hitting you for 21. How can I say no to just free block, though? I can't. Give me that block. Hey there, Dennis Wolf. Well, give me some block. Blocking, blocking, and bashing. Or blocking, blocking, and headbutting that block to come back for more. Blocking, blocking, and killing this fool. The angry avocado is very angry. He just constantly attacks. 21, 12, or 14, and he makes you frail as well. Making frail is all the more reason not to bring that thing back. This will do damage now, but this will do damage later. He says. What the hell is this deck? It's nothing but strikes and defends. It's pretty awful. Well, vulnerable makes him weak thanks to Champion's Belt, so I'm sold. And I even still have some energy left. Sure. Could weaken him again, funnily enough, but Shockwave should take care of that. Take my good instincts. Honestly, not that bad, taking 4 here. I think we offering to be sure. Even though I can block 10 of his 12 incoming here, I need better options. Yeah. Well, I was hoping for better than that. At least he's vulnerable. At least he's vulnerable, I tell myself. Smiling through the agony. Question, do I take this hit? It's only 2, but it'll make blood for blood completely free. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm getting hit next turn, so no thank you. Well, he's weakened. Wallop. That's wallop on me, by the way. Alright, get out of my sight. Out of my sight. Painful. Ooh. That's awkward, though. Very awkward. I could do with a potion belt right about now. Burning Pact. Get rid of those god-awful strikes. Gives me draw. Is it a greedy pick at the moment? Kind of greedy. But the deck is full of garbage. And it can never be upgraded. A bloodletting to go with this Burning Pact would be nice. Let's take it and hope. Enloth is hungry and he'll give me a special relic tripling the odds of rare cards. I would not part with this toolbox, and I'm not parting with the fusion hammer, so I'm afraid you're going to have to go. Why couldn't you be taking my dream catcher? Get out of here. So, empty node. Never an apotheosis, never Hand of Greed, and never Master Strategy. That's all a bit sad. Well, that's quite bad. Do I bash and headbutt the bash to ensure plenty of weaken? Or do I blood for blood to get some damage going? I think I need the vulnerable down as soon as I can. Could also headbutt the spot weakness for some strength gain. But I won't. Ah, not even attacking, so I'm glad I didn't do the spot weakness here. Probably Burning Pact first, right? Burning Pact go into Burning Blood, that's dubious, but it is good damage. Could also go into Offering, which is also damage. I like damage. What have I got? I've got 3. So if I Offering into Blood for Blood, he's more or less dead, right? More or less dead isn't dead. I actually need to deal 70 damage rather rapidly. And I don't have 70 damage here. At least this makes Blood for Blood cheaper. And it also doesn't show up. That actually worked against me. You're not dead to blood anger, are you? That's a 9 and 33, 42. You're on 46. So I need to redraw an attack to finish you off next turn. So I can't play any of this or else you'll daze me. Alright, well, hopefully you're not hitting me big time or else I'm in trouble. I don't think I can Panic Potion on the Entrepot, although I could try. Ah, well now. Oh, of course I'm weakened as well. Should have played that Shockwave. Oh well. At least with the Fusion Hammer, we're definitely resting at the rest site, and we get a card reward for our troubles as well. 6, huh? Make it more than 6. Whew, this is grim. Those are the 2 easy fights, by the way. Another Blood for Blood. It's pre-upgraded, so it's probably worth considering. I would never normally take 2 of those. But, times are desperate. Keep the Entrepot for the assuredly dying fairy at this rate. Power through. It's back, and I can afford it. I desperately need a block card, but I also desperately need a way to get rid of the wounds that it creates. Rupture is back for the 3rd time. Oh, okay. What do we have going for us? The Sundial, but I don't have particularly good draw for making an infinite. Red Skull is already playing. Removing Strikes is also good for my crappy deck. Remove Strike, take Power through. Sever Soul to get rid of the power. They have to line up on the same turn. I don't like Sever Soul in general. This will never be upgraded, but I think I'm okay with that. And if I was going to get an Armaments, I'd want an Armaments Plus. I'm about to rest, so that Red Skull's not really doing stuff for me, but I could actually take it anyway. 3 strength would go a long way in these desperate situations. But removing Strike's also good for my crappy deck. Could also do Red Skull remove, not take Power through. That seems bad, right? I need some big chunky block cards. Here's hoping for Second Wind. Alright, immediate strength. Immediately being only hit for 9? Oh, that's nice. Give me the Jack of all trades. Give me the Jack of all trades. One step beyond. It's almost okay. It's a 0 cost all combat. So if I play Bash, Defend, Madness, it'll make one of these 3 cards free, and I'm pretty okay with any of that. Okay, Power Through is certainly the weakest of the lot, but I'll take it. I'll also take this damage because it'll activate Blood for Blood, on the redraw at least. Is that a reasonable thing to do? Because she also makes me frail. Yeah, but I don't want the crappy wounds in my deck right now. Ooh, I'm getting crappy something in my deck. The pain unending for the poor Chad. Yeah, Blood for Blood's going to be pretty cheap pretty soon, isn't it? Alright, that's right. We added another one, didn't we? Good spot weakness, shockwave, blood for blood, but I'm still taking damage. And I don't have drawing into any block here. So unless I'm killing Centurion right now, and I highly doubt I am... that's not true. I can headbutt into Burning Pact. And then I can headbutt blood for blood. Of course, if I don't draw headbutt and Burning Pact, I'm in for a bad time. Well, whatever. If nothing else, this makes blood for blood free. And we like free things. Oh, there's headbutt, but not blood for blood. Not blood for blood, the other thing. Burning Pact. Well, life is pain, but we know it's pain. Spot that weakness, shock that wave, make it weak. Barely don't die. Can I kill you? Whoa, whoa, I'm stronger than I thought. Get out of here. Absolute waste of space. Red Skull, man. Absolutely do not underestimate your Red Skull. I didn't, and I win. Pommel Strike, unupgraded. Come back with a plus on yourself. Now, resting gets rid of... Wait, no, I'm still in... I'm almost in Red Skull range by resting. Alright, good enough. I need the card reward. Where's my rare card? Heavy Blade almost plays now. And I might need that as a solution for Automaton. Again, it will never be upgraded. Is that really what I need? I already have my blood for bloods. No, you know what? I think stick to the blood for blood idea. How do I feel about this elite? I mean, that fairy's got to be used on something. But there's an elite right there after 2 questions. I think we go for the later elites after a relic. Yeah, go on then. Cryptic writings. Oh, sign me up. Read it. Read more. Read more. Reading is fun. Ah, Nilries. Nilries is the most annoying book you can get from this event. After every turn, shuffle 1 of 3 random cards. You don't have to, of course. You can skip. But it's just something new to click after every single turn. And it's not necessarily as immediately strengthening as Enchilada or the Necronomicon. Oh well. Might not matter though. We might be going into the dead zone very quickly. Dramatic Entrance will let me down this bird rapidly, potentially. Potentially. I'm going to need that offering to give me 1 more attack. Could just block, but come on. Oh, come on. The heck is this? Well, it's not good stuff is what it is. Probably have to mulch down the Chosen here, given the opportunity. Waste of offering power here. I think I'll even take that 1 damage so that blood for blood is discounted. Potential power through shockwave body slam moment coming up, but it's only potential. This should be skipped. I'm suffering all right. Ooh, Chosen once again. Not. Oh, damn. That means spot weakness misses. Oh, well. Bird needs to be considered a threat now. But I have 4 attacks next turn, so instead we focus on killing the Chosen one. Very dead. So enemy. Oh, Christ! I'm hexed. What a mistake. Well, that's nice. Is it nice, though? This just dilutes the opportunity to kill the bird next turn. Assuming the bird... Right, so the ideal situation is these 4 attacks and the bird goes down. If that doesn't happen, then power through should take care of the rest. In that case, I'll take armaments. because if you end up doing big damage, that... Oh, wow, that worked against me. Yep, that just screwed me. Any of these would have been nice, but instead I got the card that I chose. How could my own choices work against me like this? Jake, do you know how long until peak? How would I know? How could I possibly know? Die. Not you, Ironclad. I need you to live. Well, it's none of this, that's for sure. Unupgraded, doesn't help. I already have one of them. Sentinel, I don't exhaust. No rare cards. Just the one guaranteed rare card. Where are the rest of them? Should have given Enloth as gift, huh? Oh, wow. That could be seen as bad because it makes it harder to discount my blood for blood. But it will surely work out well for keeping me alive. Surely. Surely. That could really hurt because I kill things by playing blood for blood. And if I'm not taking damage, then blood for blood doesn't get discounted, but could still save me from big bonks. I think I'm playing this really poorly. I'm just not getting stronger. I think I'm going to take another rest. I'm just doing that badly. That'll take me up to 35, which is still within Red Skull. Then I'll take on 2 elites. Still no rares. And typical Ironclad card rewards 3 common attacks. And I don't want them, funnily enough. Despite Sword Boomerang scaling with strength. Nope. Upgrade all strikes and defends. That ups my block game something fierce, but removing a strike aids consistency a lot. If I were on 3 energy, I'd probably take the remove, but right now I need the immediate boost of power. Alright, Elite, let's have a go. Oh god, it's slavers. Oh, jings malings. Right, well, if I can't kill the back one, and I probably can't, I'm going to want that blind. Life is bad. So, Fairy's probably going away this fight. Probably. I can just deal half-decent damage right now to the back slaver and ensure that he dies next turn. If I Burning Pact, what am I even looking to draw here? Shockwave? It's debatable. I think we just accept the 17 damage coming in. It discounts blood for blood twice as well. And we don't panic potion. Okay. I'm a lot less concerned now. Okay, being weakened kind of super blows, though. Am I still a lot less concerned? There's no way the Shockwave isn't getting played, but let's just see what else is in the pile. Ah, blood for blood, very good. Right. Killing, huh? Well, I can kill you for only this. But I can actually block 16, which is hard freaking core. That's a full block, no less. Wow. No. Despite having the offering, I'm probably not going to play the offering. I do, however, have Power Through coming up. Power Through, Defend, Body Slam would actually do some serious damage. But at this point, I don't need serious damage. I just need a tickle on Slaver and it's dead. Anger would actually take out Front Slaver. Take the Body Slam anyway. In commemoration of the Snorlax build that we did last time. That doesn't even come to play. But yeah, down you go pretty cleanly. Now we can do more than clean. And there's just a single block for you. No need to clutter my deck with wounds. Guaranteed block next turn anyway, so do I want any of this? Not really. Fairy unused. Kind of bad, though. I need to use my Entropic Brew. Could be anything in it. Could be 2 fairies inside it. I have nothing I want to headbutt, right? I'd like to be sure that I can block next turn, but I could also make sure I kill him. In fact, is he dead now? Well, that answers that. I can't believe I got through that fight as well as I did. And we're safe from curses for now. Hemo... if I didn't have the fossilized helix, the hemo would be an easy take, because it would immediately discount itself by making blood for blood cheaper. But as it stands, the fossilized helix makes it a bit wasted. So I'm going to forgo the hemo. I'm going to forgo all of this. The card rewards have just not been what I need. The mystery is 15% chance shop. I could do with a strike remove. Card removal is still only 75. Oh no! It's a fight! It's an immediate you're dead fight, so let's find a way to not die. Dark Shackles completely frees me up this turn. Just as well. Okay, thank you, Dark Shackles. Thank you, Toolbox. It does unfortunately mean that I don't take any damage, so Blood for Blood doesn't get discounted. So headbutting Blood for Blood is dubious at best. But headbutting a defend? Well, I can't do that. So does that mean I just headbutt Blood for Blood? As in, do it in that order? I think it does. Snake Plant is so hardcore that it used to be an elite for Act 2. Could double tap Blood for Blood, but that's... No, that's not happening unless it's going for the... Yeah, just skip. Unless it were going for the... this. If it's doing this, then I want that. Unfortunately, not much I can do here, though. But it still dies to Blood next turn, so we're good. Don't tempt me with these things. All I need to do is draw Blood for Blood. These cards stop me from drawing Blood for Blood. If I don't draw Blood for Blood, how screwed am I? Power Through will do a lot of blocking. In fact, Power Through together with my Fossilized Helix means I'm okay. Offering also with the Helix means I'm okay with no damage, so skip-a-doodle-do. So that's the nice thing about Nilries, you don't have to take the card. There's a 1 in 4 that this screws me. Didn't screw me. Perfect kill. No side quests to deal with. Low money, potion I don't want, and Battle Trance. Little awkward with offering. Offering into Battle Trance good. Battle Trance into offering bad, because Battle Trance stops your draw game, but I cannot deny that my draw game right now is really poor. All I have is offering and Burning Pact. And even though the deck is only 19 cards... How many real cards are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 9. Pummel is damage and draw. Yeah, but I want a Pummel Plus. That might sound greedy. It's also not a card I it's not a card I regard as draw. It's a card I regard as self-cycle because it only draws 1. Pummel Strike Plus, now that draws. Because every card needs 1 draw to draw itself. So every card is basically -1 draw. Anyway, I'm taking that Battle Trance even if I can't upgrade it. Last chance for... Is that had been another act with no rare cards? Jeez, I really should take an Endloths, but I was never giving up Toolbox. Alright, let's go. Need to send Jake some Slay the Spire rehab nonsense. I've been clean for like 3 months in this game. The Book of Glasgow is here. Troubling because it's a damage race. I have Fairy, but the Fairy might not save me here. Secret weapon to bash it. Need to get that damage going in fast, so I think that's the best idea we have. I think we're going to have to. Aye. So, my considerable concern here is that if I don't take damage, blood for blood is unplayably expensive. So do I purposefully take this 5 damage so that I can play blood for blood? I can do blood for blood if they come back to back. It seems bizarre, right? I currently have full block and preserving my buffer right now, but I'm contemplating not doing that. Bash doing so much work is an indicator that my deck is garbage. Shockwave Plus should be doing the job that Bash is doing. And a big reason that Bash is doing so much is courtesy of Champion Belt. I think I have to take this, and I'm actually would be happier without the buffer, so I take 10, blood for blood becomes 1 cost. But Offering will help out with that if I draw it next turn. Nilruse could also come to my aid. Also means we get to spend more energy on damage. Alright. Don't punish me, please. No. Might have to consider adding more damage here if I want to get the kill, though. Especially considering that Sword Boomerang is 9 damage 3 times for 1 energy. Regret. The regret has set in immediately. He's going for the 24. I should have blocked the previous turn and used the buffer on this. That is Hamster Huey and the Screwy Balooey. Defend Bluff gets me out of here. That Sword Boomerang goes for a lot of damage right now, though. There's Battle Trancing, but there's also Burning Pacting away the Battle Trancing. If I Battle Trance into Offering, I'm going to be very, very sad. Not that sad, but I'm a little sad. I think I go for the barely alive block here and score the kill next turn. So I Spot Weakness, Sword Boomerang, Defend, Headbutt, Sword Boomerang. I mean, that is damage. Yeah, this does keep me alive. Alright, bring on the pain. That's what I'm here for, apparently. 18, 24, take 6. No, I'm taking a bit more than 6. More like go down to 6. Anyway, skip this. I was worried about Offering being my only hope here, but it's not my only hope. You're the one that needs some only hope. Ooh, if only I'd taken the path to the money. Alright, can't die now, I'll die rich. Finally, some options. I don't actually think it's Inflame, even though it's an upgraded power. All my powers are upgraded. I need block, not more strength. It's probably Flame Barrier, even though it's not upgraded. Is it, though? I know my block game is a disaster, but is it really Flame Barrier? I don't think it is. Well, if I'm lucky, only the fairy is getting used in this upcoming fight, but I really don't think it's this stuff. That Inflame 3 energy is a little tempting, though. Opens up Limit Break as a card reward pretty nicely as well. Fire Breathing for Power Through. No, God no, this card is awful. This is a Desperation card. The statuses don't even play until you redraw them. So you play Power Through and then you have to wait for the wounds to come back. What I really wanted was Second Wind. That would get rid of the statuses. Yeah, Fire Breathing is real ass. I think I've made a Fire Breathing deck work pretty much once. It's just the Inflame I'm thinking about. I don't think Flame Barrier is the answer. Automaton demands quite a lot. Quite a lot that I don't think I can give it. Because it's going to come with its big bang attack. With any luck, I can save the Fairy for the Hyper Beam, but that's already asking too much. Alright, Inflame. I'll give you a chance. And I probably have to well, I mean, what are my options here? Give me that red. Give me a rare card, please. Not that. Am I desperate enough for brutality? Cheapens blood for blood. It's an 8. It's of course a problem because of the bleeding fossilized helix. I don't want to block 1 damage of brutality. Screws up my turn 1 draw as well. And the big cheese doesn't even attack you on turn 1. The automaton, that is. I'd like that extra draw. I would take this if it weren't for Fossilized Helix. But Fossilized Helix is there. You kept up with Slay the Spire? I'm not even paying attention to Slay the Spire 2. Early access release, so I have no interest in it. Right. Well, Panic Button could help down the line. With all of his artifact, Bash is not going to do a lot of its work for a long time. Panacea doesn't block anything of note. I think Panic Button's really good in a redraw. Because the Automaton of Fun alternates between buffing and attacking. And I certainly want this on the attack turn. Bash for getting rid of his artifact faster. That's a lot of artifact to strip through. But a single Bash Shockwave will tear through it. And Weaken will go a long way on him. That much is true. I like that Panic Button a lot, though. Not enough, it seems. So I could immediately do the offering. I think I cannot hang around with this buffer. If I can spend it on offering and immediately get this fight going, then that's got to be seen as a good thing. Probably bring Bash in immediately. Save it being wasted on this draw. Sure. That's okay. Bash Shockwave immediately gets rid of that. It's a shame that Shockwave won't do in his minions with us, though. I mean, that's a pretty big downside, but I just have to hope that I can kill the minions fast enough. Yeah, this is dubious, to say the least. Battle Trance will draw all 3, but what will it draw that's actually of any use here? Inflame, actually. Inflame pretty good. Doesn't get me Inflame. Gets me nonsense. Alright, let's kill off that artifact of yours. I don't know. That Shockwave is so good in the redraw. Weakens his little minions for a long time. Keeps them vulnerable as well. Whereas it doesn't currently do anything to Bronze Automaton. Could just get in with the damage. Stinky draw, though. No real setup. Doesn't miss spot weakness, at least. Why does he still have 2 artifact? Although Bash does 3 vulnerable, that 3 vulnerable is just 1 instance of a debuff, and the artifacts block instances. So even if I hit him with Terror, which gives 99 vulnerable, it just takes off 1 of his 3 artifact. Shockwave will remove 2 artifact because it has 2 different instances of debuffing. 3 weak and 3 vulnerable. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think it's strike, 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 strike. Amazing turn, I know, but yeah, he means the belt. It's meant to weaken, because I didn't apply vulnerable. Whenever you apply vulnerable, apply weak, but I didn't apply vulnerable. It got negated by artifact. Yeah, hopefully I don't kick myself for holding on to the Shockwave. The saddest turn. A little less sad. I mean, Uppercut's good as well, that's the thing. Uppercut cleaves through that artifact like it's not even there, but Limit Break is a possible win condition here. Oh man, this certainly doesn't look like a win condition of anything. I don't even mind taking that full 8x2. I want to draw a bit more. I was hoping to do that after my Inflame. Inflame just sinking to... Oh man, spot weakness as well with a limit break would have been great. But I think we have to go. We can't hang around here. I think I limit break, headbutt the... Oh, they're going to steal my bleeding cards. They're going to steal my shockwave if I headbutt it. Well, they might. They might not. They might not. They really might not. But they probably will. I've taken no damage so far. Blood for blood can go down to 1 or it can go down to 2 here. I think I have to have it go down. Let's see, it's 6 onto that, so it deals 28. Kills this thing. So yeah, let's just take the full 16. No regrets. Whoa! I was going to answer a few questions. Don't think it answers enough questions, though. Those burns on the redraw are bad enough to reconsider. Deals 27, so it kills this thing clean. But, best thing about the Immolate is that they would take it from me and spare my shockwave better. Otherwise, it's a bit of a brick for the fight. Whatever, let's give it a go. Bye, Immolate. Bye, Inflame. Alright, I'll have to live without that. But Blood for Blood is 1 cost, which is the important thing here. Now I can weaken, frail, and destroy the artifact. Okay. Kinda need strength if I'm gonna go anywhere in this fight. Am I gonna take another 6 just to bring Blood for Blood into affordable range? It brings me into dead range. The thing is, he's gonna hit me for 12 by 2 next turn. And I'd rather use the Fairy on Hyper Beam. Can I block 12 by 2? Can I block 24 in any world? Yeah, power through. Even a couple of defends will go a long way. So even though I'd love to Blood for Blood you to death... Shouldn't have played spot weakness, right? Should have Blood for Blood headbutted you. But I think I need to block this 6. Painful, but needs must. Don't be tempted. Do not be tempted by that demon form. Brutality does a few things, but more than anything it bricks my chance of not dying next turn. Alright, let's hope we can block this. Oh, they're all going for it. That's a shame. That's a goddamned shame. Unless I can kill one of them. Well, maybe I can kill 2 of them. You've got my Immolate. You've got my Inflame Plus. Well, it's an easy decision to kill you, isn't it? I'm alive on 1. Alright, alive on 1 is perfect. Need you to stop being a pain in my bum. Yeah, exactly. Still having the Fairy is why I want to be alive on 1. I want to Fairy the Hyper Beam. Vulnerable gives weak, but weak doesn't give vulnerable. Otherwise, none of this really helps. Yeah, I'm clinging on there. Notably not dead. You're just blocking this bugger. I do need you dead, but the anger will take swift care of you next turn. Yeah, this thing needs to die. Probably Probably should battle trance first. Might get into anger to do bad things to you. The Burning Pact will not draw, though. Yeah, this thing needs to go. Do I want more angers in my deck? I'm pretty strong, so angers do quite a bit for no real expense. But so does blood for blood. I think I'll forego adding more anger, given how close to death I am. Then again, it is... Ooh, hello. More damage. More damage is good. Oh, I'm not sure I can turn down 28 damage on you right now. If we get insanely good draw, we could just kill him next turn. Insanely. Insanely? There's no way, right? That brings me up to 26 strength. Does that make it more or less likely that I kill him? So it means my draw is strike plus limit break and something. If nothing else, it makes that strike cane him. And even if I lose the fairy, the limit break means he does not live beyond that. Ooh. There are possibilities here. I could headbutt something to ensure that it's a bad day to be him. I mean, that is 52. Wait, is he dead already? 52, 52, and 52 is 150 something. Not quite enough. And I don't have the energy to do more than that, so I need to battle trance first and hope that I find blood for blood. Hello, blood for blood. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Dead to a strike. Joke, boss. Couldn't even kill my fairy. Ah. How about a real limit break? No, no, and more no, because there's a definite thing we take here. Since we have spot weakness, this Reaper can be a full heal. Yeah, we're reaping it up big time. We're not taking the skill issue potion. Whew. Alright, well, I didn't die rich. That feels good. Does this feel good? Maybe. I'm liking that empty cage, which might be the first time I've ever said that. The strikes are weighing me down. They're getting in the way of blood for blood. Anger is free, unlike a strike. Yeah, too many hand draws are just strikes and defends. The defend pluses I don't mind, but the strike pluses, you know, they have a zero cost deal 22 card to compete with, and they don't compete. Yeah, I'll take that empty cage. There's nothing worse than a strike here, is there? There's arguments about the anger, but I can always just not play the anger. Get out of your strikes. Still wish empty cage removed 3 instead of 2. 2 just feels so lackluster. Alright, but we're still in deep doo-doo. We don't really have a winning solution to anything. We just brute forced our way through fights. And the force of this brute is running really low, really fast. So we need a solution. Can Happy Merchant Man provide me with a solution? He can do so early and late, so I can double dip. Can take the easy combats, go into here, and then potentially do only 2 elites? It's not the end of the world. I have to sacrifice a rest for the recall, which is easily done because I have the fusion hammer. But yeah, I'm very keen to turn this money into resource. Or, well, it is a resource. Turn the money into power. Still can't get rid of this thing, but yeah. Look at that. There's the chest room that we were just in, and it all transformed into Act 3. The surroundings. Cursed thing to notice. Let's move. A lot of card picking during the fights, isn't there? Sadistic nature, flash of steel. Oh, flash of steel draws, that's good enough for me. Might not be good enough for me. I can always just block this hit, of course, so... What's in the box? That's funny. If I draw Offering, I might be playing this Defender Plus, so I shouldn't exhaust the Shouldn't exhaust the Ascender's Bane for nothing, or for no good reason, rather. I'd like both of these. Killing's going to prove a little difficult at this rate. Let's make it a little easier. That's a shame, because I could block that with defend now, but... oh well. You gotta be fast in this fight. It gets out of hand real quickly, and this is one in such case. Not much I can do but play hand. What's coming back? I mean, he's looking pretty dead if I draw pretty much anything. The Reaper is still good for getting a kill on. That said, Inflame, Reaper, and Strike probably wouldn't cut the mustard. I can dream. I probably shouldn't, though. I should open up a kill. The kill seems pretty open up as is. Also, spot weakness is better to do than inflame, because spot weakness will give more strength. Just contemplating that for a moment. So if I was at 8, that'd be 8 and 4 for 12, which is 18 with vulnerable, and then pretty much anything else kills. I will be dreaming. Oh, that's right. End turn. I'm not going to be dreaming that much. There's possibilities here. Battle Trance guarantees draws me this, so it guarantees the kill. That's quite nice. So I can become strong. Oh, wait, only draws 3, not 4. If I bottom deck the Strike, I'm in trouble. I was never in trouble. Strike alone pretty much kills. And we drink. Life is good. Full health. Now, Red Skull says don't be at full health, but, you know. If I want to go into Red Skull, we can just take the damage. Armaments plus is here. My lack of upgrades, no longer much of a problem. Competes with seeing red, which isn't bad, but I'd rather have it plussed. Get in here. Remove another strike, you say? That perfected strike we took at the start of the game is in the corner crying. Alright, very nice. Begone strikes. What's this deck looking for? It's got a lot of not much right now. A drop kick, a pummel strike plus. Would I take corruption? I'm unsure about that one. The fossilized helix, now it's amazing, but it complicates so much about how we play this. Because our whole damage strategy is blood for blood. Meaning I have to hurt myself 3 times to make it nice and cheap. We are getting around that by playing some strength stuff. Regular attacks are, as you can see, mincing the enemies. And between Bash plus acting as a clothes line, we're doing alright. Heavy Blade plus? I don't think so. Heavy Blade plus is just another card to have to draw through, which I don't want. And like the other cards, it's still a card that needs setup. The problem isn't that Blood for Blood is bad, the problem is I need time to set it up, and the Fossilized Helix slows that down. Heavy Blade is another card that takes a while. If I don't have Red Skull, I gotta take damage. I have to land spot weakness, I have to not have Inflame bottom deck. I don't think Heavy Blade Plus is the answer here. I mean, you saw what we did at the end of Automaton without Heavy Blade. Admittedly, we got like 2 limit breaks, but that doesn't matter. It's gotta be Trip, right? Because it's never Mind Blast or the Spiker here. Alright, Trip. Oh, wait, that's not Trip Plus. Wait, it's Trip Plus! Unbelievable. Thank you, Trip Plus. Vulnerable and weak, all enemies. Beautiful. Blood for Blood to just remove one? Well, removing is the same as blocking, right? Yeah, we can just block this using our buffer. It's no big deal. This guy's going to die anyway. And if somehow I end up taking damage, that's exactly what the Reaper is for. coming back with the 11, but I'm coming back with another blood for blood. Hope you don't mind. He didn't mind. No. Keep you super weak, super vulnerable, and me super duper strong. Dubious about this one. It's going to be difficult to attack, and once it gets 19 spikes, I won't have much of an option to deal with it. I have to hope Nilries gives me something like Barricade. Corruption is not Barricade, but it is something. Thins down the deck something fierce. If I don't get a good answer to destroying this thing, Corruption could just cause me a lot of problems. A hell of a lot of problems. Too many problems. Hello, are you slaying that Spire? The Spire's not dead yet. The enemy does not intend to attack. That was foolish. I could have defend, headbutted there. That was very foolish. Could still do it, though. The reason I didn't mind taking 5 damage is that we heal for 6, so there's no real downside there. Take another power through just in case it attacks me and I run out of options. Alright, so now I won't make that mistake. Oh, also it was good for me because it made Blood for Blood playable. Alright, well, we're out of here then. I am so smart. SMRT. Combust. Combust will ping me quite a bit. Another power through. I wish Rage were a power and not a skill. With my severe lack of draw, I can't really afford these things. Yeah, I really want a Pummel Strike Plus or a Drop Kick. That's what I'm looking for right now. Or some good powers. Remember, all powers are upgraded, and we found one that I'm willing to take. And I thought long and hard about it. I don't want to poison the well, but I think Farther Frontier is looking pretty dull and boring. I know it's a bit rude to declare it like that before even the first stream. No, I've streamed it already. And then I said I'd come back to it when I learn it a bit better. And I will. I'm just increasingly thinking that won't be tomorrow. Yeah, it can't be this, right? Power Through is a nice big chunky card, but without a second wind, I really can't. Or a Medical Kit. Wait, Medical Kit could be here. I think my win rate with Medical Kit's 100%. Nah, there's no way. Uh-oh. Well, I was going to pay to remove that last strike, but if the game just insists that I lose it, then I'm going to have to agree. Bye, Final Strike Plus. Who upgrades his strikes? The deck has gone from being horrible to being not bad. But like I said, it's missing some key pieces. It is now quite consistent. A second offering would be nice. But when would offering not be a nice addition to the deck? Do you even need the fairy? You seem to be doing quite well. I want it. Second offering? Oh my. Oh my. And I gotta say that Feel No Pain Plus looks really good, even though I don't have a lot of exhaust. Got Burning Pact, Offering, Shockwave, Reaper. I dream of the day that I find Medical Kit. I do like Lantern, but I'm on 4 energy and I only draw 5 on my opening turn. Feel No Pain is a trap. I'm not inclined to agree. Feel No Pain opens up a lot of things that we can do. Let's see, I got 539 to spend here. I think I do make a copy of Offering, it's just that powerful. Mixed Blood for Blood playable in turn 1. Yeah, I also quite like the Lantern. I know you're not upgraded Offering, but you're coming in. Nothing to even remove here, is there? Anger, actually. Anger could go. I know, anger did so much for me this whole run, and I'm contemplating killing it. I am considering killing it, though. Would make my deck really, really tight. But saving the money for the future shot might not be the worst thing either. Like I said, medical kit would go a long way. Now, how are we looking? Could I still buy medical kit? It's like 30 and 30. Because I think I'm taking on these 2 elites. Probably recall here. Well, definitely recall them at full health. Recall, elite, elite, shop, and out of here. And that should leave me with enough money to buy medical kit. Even if I remove here. Might not, though. Really might not. I would love medical kit so much. You know what? If anger is such a good remove, it'll be a good remove at that shop. I'd rather keep my options open. Yeah. It's not weighing the 20 card deck down that much right now. Get that recall in. Don't worry about the card reward. If I need to rest, I can rest up after the elite. Remember, we can't have whatever's in this chest. We've got to swap it for the key. Ah! Well, there might be another card that I want to remove a bit more than anger really soon. Because this guy can come in with a curse. Secret Technique guarantees making my way down to Offering. That's a guarantee I tend to like. And even if it already draws me Offering, I can get Armaments Plus to upgrade everything, including the Offering. Or I can get everything all the time, ever. There's a lot I can do. It's just a question of what do I do. If I Secret Technique the Offering right now, I can Armaments the Offerings, both of them. It's pretty hardcore. There's also the idea to get Spot Weakness going immediately. Get some strength gain so this fight doesn't last very long. Love big chunky Offerings, though. Love big chunky Offerings. Not too shabby. There are a lot of options, which is why I'm weighing them up right now. Bash has done a lot for me right now, so why deny it? Not now, of all times. I can bring back that Armaments. And I can clean up a little bit of hand space. And then I get something really nice. Shockwave. Also Reaper. Yeah, that's quite cruel. So the Writhing Mass is pretty shut down now. Must suck to be hit. Battle Trance could get me that Inflame. Or Spot Weakness. I'd like, well, one but not both. Perfect. Alright, it'd be a bad time to be the Writhing Mass at this rate. Ah. Pretty good card with Strength Gain, but pretty bad against Malleable. I'll skip. And see what I mean about Nilry's really slowing down the game. Having to choose a card every single turn really builds up that pick 3 fatigue, huh? I'm not afraid of taking more damage. I can take 10. I can heal it back, no bother. But do I want to? There are a few problems, of course. If I hit it and it decides to hit me much, much harder, life gets much worse. Power Through, of course, does a lot of block, but starts clogging me up with wounds, which I don't have a good answer to. With 7, that Reaper's already going to be doing some good healing. And a couple of hits will make blood for blood nice and cheap. So I'm just okay to take this. Yeah. Huh. Now he's cursing me, and that is not on. That is bang out of order. Don't do that. That's a lot more within order. I could heal rather a lot right now, but it would change his intent, so no thank you. Such a good card. It's got to be the best Ironclad card, right? Name me a better card, I will happily wait. Strong. What are we drawing into anyway? Yeah, I was hoping for Battle Trance. Sorry, Bash. You've done a lot for me, but think about how much more you could do for me. $18? How much am I needing? 20-something. Limit Break, Reaper could backfire big time depending on what his intent becomes. So it's a little bit risky in its own rights. On the other hand, Armaments, Limit Break, Defend, Power Through, and I'm a lot less worried. And now I certainly could do some damage, but I'm liking the idea of Reapering everything back in an assured victory turn. There's the second wind of my dreams. I want that card for real, though. Stronger. And this I can just block, no problem. Stronger. It's a strength deck all along, we just didn't realize. Unmitigated power. Is the answer here just Anger Reaper? I think it is. That just kills him outright. And I drink his milkshake. Now you might think, Jake, why don't you wait for Feed? Feed cannot be generated by Nilries. Now, if I had Dead Branch, I could... well, no, that wouldn't do it either. Nope, I can't think of any way to generate a Feed card other than having it in your deck already. If you've already exhausted it, you can still get Exhumes, and Exhumes could bring back your Feed. Dual Wield could give me another Reaper, or give me another Inflame, but truth be told, it's more of a brick than anything else, so we skip. And we're not interested in cards that just do basic damage anymore. Yeah, it's got to be the Elite, come on. Giant Dead. Dork Shackles immediately block for 9. But, you know, my buffer has to go someday. Zero cost skills the entire combat. Could be garbage, could be good. I like garbage good. We didn't get this this lantern for nothing. Whoa, well, now that's not bad at all. Alright, let's get this turn going. Let's really get this turn going. I would like to do that again, please. And I guess I'll take a tickle of damage. This actually full blocks. Do I want to full block? These are both of my blood for bloods. Tickle me a little bit. No. That takes care of a few problems, but perhaps too few. Well, it's nice that I can ping myself with damage here. There's that zero cost one. There's no real draw here, is there, though? There's a whole lot of not much. Well, it's vulnerable and weak for figuratively forever now. Adding Angers in the deck could be considered bad. Reapering now could be considered bad. If he gets a big hit on me, I'm going to regret this. Yeah, I could really, really regret not getting that. Same with the anger. I don't want to clutter up my deck right now. Wish I had more exhaust in my deck. The Burning Pact draw is tempting. Too tempting to pass up, perhaps? So it's complicated having to make these thoughts every single turn. Right, armaments. Armaments, the battle trance? There's nothing really to armaments other than second wind and headbutt. I'd rather have more drawing going on right about now. Now, how do I deal with you? I have no more draw going on, but... Let's get that spot weakness back for even more strength gain right now. Consider what my draw is next turn. Second wind, blood for blood, defend plus. Maybe I should get power through. Yeah, we'll get power through just to make sure next turn goes better. Doing quite a bit of damage, I would say. Quite a bit of damage. Hang on, am I blocking this or not? I think I'd rather block for now. No. His name's Mod for Farther Frontier. Would it be of interest to you? That would also make the streams more colourful for me. That was something I was planning on looking into, but I just have not set aside the time to look into Farther Frontier yet. So putting it on the schedule for tomorrow was obviously overly ambitious. Armaments, power through, second wind. Amazing combo. And because it's slow, every card I play makes the following cards deal more damage. Double tap. What are the odds that I get that together with Reaper? What are the odds that it's useful? Not very. I need to deal with this guy. Better than I'm dealing with him right now, that's for sure. Anger is just not your day. At this rate, though, it's not my day. He's weakened and he already hits pretty damn hard. See, blocking that has become something I would term a problem. Defend, defend, spot, blood, headbutt? Headbutt what? Headbutt battle trance. But I can't, I don't have the energy. Gonna be relying on that Reaper healing then. Good thing I'm strong and he is weak. Gonna be relying a lot on that Reaper healing. Now he's dead, but now I really want my healing. The trouble is the healing's going to cost me more than it earns me at this point. Just kill him. Alright, Kunai. Play attacks, gain dexterity. Gain a second battle trance? I don't think so. On a deck of 20, one's enough. Especially with 2 offerings. Skip. And speaking of skipping, we're not allowed this juicy relic. It's pretty juicy. But not nearly as juicy as finding 51 gold in that chest when we are eyeing up that shop. Oh, also the damage didn't matter. We have a forced rest here. And for the love of God, give me a rare card reward. The rare cards have not been forthcoming. Shrug, huh? It blocks and it draws. Draws its own cost, of course. My block game is a little weak. But it's not the second wind I wanted. The plus is what's making me hesitate here. Plus is nice. As you saw, we lack a little on the... well, on a lot of ways. Time Eater? What's my plan for Time Eater? I could do with a proper limit break. My deck just doesn't scale up the way that it should. It needs to have something to make the Blood for Bloods play better. Regrettably, I think that's a skip, although... I mean, just reflecting on how poor my block game is right now. I have power through, I have some defend pluses, and that's it. Alright, you can come. Alright, more elites, more power. We need more power. Oh, what's my answer to Reptomancer? Do we even have one? I think I need to take Enlightenment here so that if I draw Blood for Blood, I can kill the right dagger immediately. Doesn't really work on anything else, though, but I do have 2 Blood for Bloods. There's Bash and Shockwave, I suppose. Panacea doesn't really do much. Magnetism is a no-go. Still potentially plays. Still potentially plays. I could headbutt something and guaranteed draw into it, but nothing here looks all that great. I still have a little bit more draw with Burning Pact. And I don't think I want to see that anger in this fight. Is that true? Draw pile does not fill me with confidence. It's going to be a painful one, I think. Yeah, Shrug does draw as well. Gives me a bit of much needed block too. If anything, it's probably not defend plus his time to shine in this fight. Oh jeez, where's my Blood for Bloods? Could have made him 1 cost. Yeah, as it stands, I can still make Shockwave and Bash 1 cost. It's got to be worth something. Yeah, but there's no more draw to be... Well, there's Battle Trance, I suppose. If I got Anger out of my deck and played 1 other card, then I could Battle Trance. And then the Blood for Bloods do quite well. Armaments Plus would also upgrade quite a bit. Yeah, I know I have tons of energy, but I want to use it in a good manner. There's an argument for just playing Shockwave right now, but no, let's spare that that energy. Let's bring you down to Blood for Blood dies range. And try not to do too much more of that. Just looking at next turn and shaking my head here. Of course, Spot Weakness and Inflame fall to the bottom of my deck again. Yeah, none of this I actually want to draw into right now. So do I play something useless? I don't need this plate. No, just draw me 2 and see what happens. Well, there's Armaments and Spot Weakness. Not all that bad. Alright, Enlighten this hand for me, please. Only works for this turn, of course. Spot that weakness. Upgrade Headbutt and Power Through, I suppose. It's a lot of vulnerability and even more weakness, which is hilarious to me. I can kill both the daggers. Killing 2 daggers is good. No need to Reaper right now, but honestly, when am I ever going to Reaper in this fight? Yeah, potentially later if I manage to get more strength. Armaments Plus for the Enlighten. What's Enlighten Plus? Oh, don't tell me it's 1 cost for the whole combat. That would have been cool. Yeah, that might have been the right call then. Well, it's not the call we made. Let's get rid of these wee daggers so they're not a problem. That's exactly what it is. Oh, okay. I'm not taking damage, so actually Enlighten would play on my Blood for Bloods. Which would immediately have them kill those daggers, but they already kill the daggers. There's also a chance that it bricks my draw a bit, as in I don't draw my Blood for Bloods. But I have to draw, I have to bring in something. Yeah, because that's both my energy. Let's chance it on Enlightenment, right? It's already done so much for us. Contemplating just playing Reaper so it doesn't come back to haunt me. But no, might need that healing. Ooh. Ooh! Well, Dropkick's a steal, give me that. I've been wanting that all run. And there it is immediately. Well, that is splendiferous. It's a shame I can't inflame and do this other stuff. Yeah, not quite. Anyway, drop-kicking you deals damage, draws me a card, and just gains me that energy, so it's just free damage. We like free damage around here. Enlightenment... Oh, wait, of course, Enlightenment hits. What am I talking about? Now I can just play hand. Would I rather defend? She's going in for one big chunky hit at that. I think given the choice, I will do some defending. Oh, okay, we can do everything anyway. Boy, I am not able to count today, it seems. Wow, she's not even resummoning. She's learned how to play the game. Unfortunately for her, so have I. Oh geez, she's not having a good day of it. Take one more damage? Bring blood for blood down to 0 cost? Yes. I don't think so. Should definitely go for my Whoa, she refuses to resummon. That is hardcore. Also not good for me. Also not good for me. Well, the Reaper's there for some health gain, but am I taking this? There's no way I'm taking this. I'm going to let her resummon and I'm going to drink her daggers. Spot weakness won't hit next turn because she's almost guaranteed to resummon at this rate. Yeah, okay, let's just eat it. There was an argument for Warcry there, I think. What? What has come over you? Good lord. Burning Pact, draw more for me, please. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, some power through. Get me out of this nonsense. Whew, those wounds could come back to bite me. Let's make sure that killing her is on the cards. Bloodletting could be on the cards if I need the energy. Could I ever really need that energy? We have Battle Trance and Shrug for draw, but the Battle Trance is unupgraded. There's also 3 more hit points to just throw away. I think I'll skip for now. Oh my god, what is wrong with her? If she'd resummoned right now, that Reaper would be in the perfect spot, but it's not. She's going off the deep end. Do I give her another kick in the face? I mean, at this point, couldn't I just heal up with Reaper? Does it really deal 17? Oh, I'm weakened. Right, that piece of work. Can heal me for 20-something, but I'm a bit greedier than that. I'm greedy for a full block, though. I think I drop-kick defend here. Oh, right, I have no draw on, do I? Okay. Please stop bullying me. She is going to run out of weakened Vuln at some point. Barricade could aid me, especially if she resummons now. She's bound to, right? Oh, what? What is wrong with you, Repto? Who did this to you? Resummon! Always starts to summon, has an equal chance of all 3 moves, except she cannot use the snake strike twice. And she can't summon 3 times in a row. Taking even more damage here in hopes that we get that big chunky heal. You are joking. Well, she's not joking, that's the thing. What's in the shrug? Power through, that's good. Looks like Reaper's missing again, unless we bottom deck it and she resummons next turn. But it looks like she's got a vendetta going on here. Oh, finally. Okay. Reaper's there for the redraw, but there are problems here. There are big problems here. I might not be able to get any healing at all at this rate. Come on, Reaper redraw. Could still come to me. Could still come to me. I gain armaments plus the battle trance. That draws a little bit more. Do I go down to 1 with the tacit understanding that I'm going to heal 20, 40, 50, like 50 odd? Well, it's not down to 1. I'd play a defend right now, wouldn't I? Problem is, there's no more draw here. Well, there's Burning Pact. The odds are not necessarily on my side for this. Yeah, I'm thinking about defend spot weakness. I'm also considering killing the daggers, believe it or not. Just go for a better setup than this, because she is playing with my heart. Yeah, Reaper's based on damage dealt. So at best I can heal 20, 30, 40, 50 odd. But if she summons 2 more daggers, then things look better. If she was going for a summon this turn, there'd be no question, but she went for another attack. If that Reaper doesn't come next turn, I am in deep doo-doo. Yeah, there's also the idea that I anger and anger, but that floods my deck quite a bit. Well, there's Dropkick too, but it's not good enough. 30 block, take 20. Yeah, look, I knew those wounds would come back and bite me, and I have no real good additional draw here. And if she just goes for another attack again, we take all this damage for nothing. It can't be worth it, but it could be worth it. I say we hedge our bets. How about we believe that we don't draw Reaper next turn and she's going for a resummon? I'll believe that. Yeah, I'll believe that. She does resummon and we don't draw Reaper. We're guaranteed Reaper next turn. Okay, good. I made a right decision for once. Well, doesn't it feel good when a plan comes together? Glug! Full heal. Ink bottle? Just what I need. A side quest. A real corruption. Ooh. That will definitely thin the deck down rapidly. It's pre-upgraded courtesy of our frozen egg. I think it needs to be given some real consideration. You might think, you need to play these powers again and again, but what if we just win our fights? The Codex also fuels it, so that's a big reason to take Corruption. Alright, come on, Corruption. Let's go places. Could take the mystery events rather than a fight. I'm still looking for a second wind, and now that I have Corruption, skills are free, so this Shrug It Off was an excellent choice. The potions don't matter, I have the potions I want, kind of. I would get rid of Interpotic for a better guaranteed potion. Something like a Gambler's Brew would go a long way. Oh, come on, mysteries are fun. Ah, match and keep. Could be anything in here, but there are 2 pairs of curses. And they can all be the same. There could be 4 normalities in here. No. Oh, thank goodness. Right, we can always avoid the curse if we want to now. I'm going to take a chance on the Writhe. Demon Form Plus, I don't want that either. I don't want another Bash either. I do not want Decay either. And I don't want Heavy Blade. Oh well. Very often this is just an empty node, so too bad. No medical kit, but there is the Centennial puzzle, and that's a lot of draw. Because we almost always hurt ourselves. Evolve is looking really, really good. If I'm not going to get Second Wind, then Evolve also goes really well with Power Through, because the redraws on the wounds give me a ton of draw. And draw remains one of my problems, despite having draw. On a 22-card deck, this is still not enough draw. I think that Evolve Plus is being taken. Yeah, that's so freaking good for the longer fights, and we're about to enjoy some longer fights. Yeah, get in here, Evolve. Could still remove that Anger, and I do want to remove Anger. Although, with the Evolve Plus, maybe Anger's not so bad. Ah, we got Time Bugger as the boss. That's not the name I use for him in private. You can use your imagination for that one. But it still ends in ER. It could be one more shop. And there's also the shop in the 4th act. Still eyeing up Centennial. It's a good draw. Good to get you going. So's Master Strategy. Time Lover. Oh, sure. Certainly loves his time. This is a joke, right? It's slightly possible for Question Card to give me 1 payoff, but, nah. Well, nah. Yeah, I'm eyeing up Centennial Master Strat. Centennial in many ways is better, especially when I ping myself quite a lot with the offerings. Jake, do you ever stream DDR? Yeah, in fact, I was meant to do it today, but I was busy with other things. Probably I'll be streaming it on Saturday, though. Saturday morning. Yeah, go on. Centennial's never bad. The rest of the stuff is pretty bad, though. Away you go. Alright, one last mystery, and the mystery is... Ooh. Opportunity to upgrade all cards. I would never take the No Longer Heal when I have Reaper. But I will definitely take a Rare Relic. Just don't be Hexaghost and we're fine. It's not Hexaghost, we're fine. Go on, Enlightenment. You didn't let me down before, you won't let me down again. Go Corrupt immediately? I don't see why not. Slim the deck down, obliterate him, and win. Sounds like a good combination to me. How do I possibly not bunch him up next turn? Starting to wish I'd gotten rid of that Anger, though. Hexaghost deals damage on turn 2 based on your current health. Divided by 12 and then multiplied by 6. Yeah, you hit for that 6 times. So having a lot of health, which we do, means he hits us pretty hard on turn 2. Which is a little early for me, thanks. Should have taken Feel No Pain, actually, with my Corruption. I completely forgot about that. Yoink. I can just curl you up straight away, can't I? But if I'm confident that this fight's going to go my way, and why would I not be? Just ping myself and keep moving. Oh yeah, goodbye. Not even hurting myself here. Not really. If I don't ping myself with the Blood for Bloods, things do get a little awkward, don't they? Yeah, they certainly do. Keep him mega weak, keep him mega everything. And then I draw a bajillion, which feels good. And then we can always enlighten down our Blood for Bloods. Can enlighten down a lot of things. He doesn't have the hurts you for dealing damage right now. He does that at the end of this turn, so I'm relatively safe. Yeah, he's just not going to have a good day today. He's definitely not going to have a good day today. Yeah, it's not been a potion-using run so far, I'll give it that. Gathonk. That's going to allow me to heal for 10 off of Reaper. Is that fine? Seems pretty fine to me. Provided I draw Reaper, which I do. Goodbye. Ah, whenever you play a power heal. Wait, an Entropotic Brew. Oh, sure, I'll take a fresher one. Full of garbage, and, well, if nothing else, this is a card reward. Testing my mettle about that heavy blade, huh? That's a lot of damage. In Flame, and assuming that Spot Weakness only goes off once, that is a lot of damage. And with Centennial Puzzle and the Ink Bottle and all that, I think we can afford something to slow us down a bit. I'll take the Heavy Blade. If things go wrong with the setup against the Heart, that could be my bailout strategy. Anyway, it's time for the guy in purple versus the red guy. At least he's got red trousers. Recht. Anything to help me here? No. Definitely not. I guess it's just Deep Breath. That's not very good, though. At least Dramatic Entrance exhausts itself. Yeah, that's an argument. Oh, what a draw. At least he's not attacking me. Well, actually, I kind of wish he was with this kind of draw. Can we do better than this? Is it okay enough to get rid of Blood for Blood here? Yeah, we need a better turn than this. Actually, I could get rid of Dramatic Entrance. Piece of crap, anyway. Go away. Oh, that's good. That's so good. Otherwise, this is a fat lot of nothing, so I'll just hard cast Blood for Blood. Yep. And keep on moving. Ah. Yeah. With the right setup, that kills Time Bugger here. That aids the right setup. Going Corrupt early in this fight could be seen as a significant mistake. Do I think it's a mistake? Because mine's the only opinion that matters here. If nothing else, I should see what Offering has before I consider that. I have 9 card plays this turn if I want to. And I probably do want to. There's also the opportunity to just tank this entire attack on my buffer, which is very, very tempting. Especially since it allows me to get Shockwave and Flame down. And I can even headbutt the Spot Weakness. But there's also a nice big chunky turn where I Inflame, Shockwave, headbutt the Spot Weakness, Offering, do the Spot Weakness. Yeah, I can get a lot set up here if I'm willing to do something about that incoming 48. But 48's a big number. It gets significantly reduced with Shockwave, though. How scared are we of Time Eater? I'm not very scared, but I still like the idea of doing this. Hello, Anger. I really should have gotten rid of Anger at this point. I want some strength gain, though. Well, 6x3, that's what Power Through is there for. There's not a big deal in just eating that. That's 3 attacks to bring Blood for Blood down to completely free, which is an agreeable price for me. But I have Evolve down, so actually this is better, because these will draw later on. 3 card plays next turn. It's not one of these. Did you skip Impervious? I did skip Impervious. I've been thinking a lot about that card. It's maybe not as good as I've been giving it credit for. Oh, time slug. Am I willing to offering into Fiendfire? Probably not. That's a bit too ambitious. I think the clever thing to do is to shrug, defend, heavy blade. Armaments? No. So no armamenting up my my offering. Whack. The thwacks get thwackier. Bit of damage is no big deal. That's what the... Might not be a bad idea to go corrupt now, actually. I think we can speed this fight up significantly from here. I can armaments limit break, then corrupt, and then the limit break is usable again. Battle trance to keep the turn going. It's not unthinkable, but it's probably a waste of time. Yeah, because what could I really get? Spot weakness misses. Offering is dubious. The slimes would be unable to be used, although they draw even more. I'm not seeing it. Sorry, Fiendfire. I don't think it's happening today. How much draw would you like? I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going. Is he dead? I think he's still alive for now, but not for much longer. Because that's, what's that? 234. Yeah, it would take a bit more than that. One single play won't even bring him down to Foolish, so there is an idea to play it anyway with a double tap. Pretty freaking brutal. I might still want that healing later on, especially since we still draw like a man possessed. Let's get that damage going, though. It feels satisfying, if nothing else. The card plays, though. The card plays... I think it's Defend, Defend, Slime, Slime. Not super blocky, unfortunately, so I'm going to take some damage, but... The slimes do draw, but that can cause problems with hand clog. Disarm, yes please. Now he's going Foolish. He'll cleanse all debuffs. And I will probably do nothing here. There's nothing to gain unless I think I could kill him. I do think I can kill him, by the way. He's super dead. It's just... Well, hold on here. If I play my cards right, I could headbutt my Reaper. Reaper's going to do some good work for me. I'm willing to take a chance. Especially with the ink bottle helping me out, and added strength at that. There's my headbutt, and there's my offering. So what we do is we headbutt Reaper. I'm thinking, how do I get limit break into this? But nah, nothing's coming. And then we offering back into Reaper. And then we drink that slug pretty deeply. Still not as much healing as I could get, though. That's only bringing me up to 60-something. 65? Oh, come on, that's 71 with Burning Blood. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I should be happy enough with that. Just get this freak out of my face. He's not going to do any fancy crap, is he? No, he's not. But the question is, how do I get Ink Bottle up? He's going to die to a zero-cost blood for blood, so let's play Slime. Let's play Slime. Let's play Disarm. Let's play Defend. Then play Blood for Blood. Now Ink Bottle's set up on 9. I'm at close enough to full health, and then we take on the Awakened One. He punishes you for playing Powers, which is one thing we don't really do much of, thankfully. Excuse the squeakiness of my really, really crappy chair. I bought it, what, a year or two ago, and I've never been happy with it. Someday I've got to find a half-decent chair. It's made in Chinesium, of course. And despite buying it from Germany. Yeah, the freaking bomb. I can't really afford the 2 cost, and I don't want to wait turns to kill these cultists. It's coming in for the 22 immediately. Is it just Swift Strike? Say it ain't so. I don't want that clog in my deck. So squeaky it wins. Oh, it beats the noise deck as well. Damn, bad sign. Could just take Panacea. Although there's no debuff at all, so what does it hit? Oh, it could save me from something that I draw from Nilri's. Alright, there's use for this, potentially. Potential's good enough. This isn't very good, though. What's in the box? I should probably kill these things first, but I'd like him weakened. Nah, focus on the kill first. Burning Pact, huh? It's draw, but I'm not drowning in energy here. Let's do the battle transfer now, then. Not thrilled about this one. I was contemplating armaments on the Panacea for 2 artifact, but if one... Oh, of course, that could have blocked the no draw from battle trans. Did not consider that. Maybe I should have. This could get quite ugly quite fast. He attacks every turn, so spot weakness always lands. And then again, I have this blocked with my buffer, so why bother playing defend? Alright, let's just get the strength going already, even though it makes him ever stronger and ever angrier. There is a potential really bad draw, which might make me want Battle Trance on top. I mean, the draw is pretty much this. Actually, there's a lot of different draws that could not go well for me. Okay, I've got something a little bit ambitious here. Gonna Burning Pact pretty much nothing. I'm gonna headbutt the Burning Pact. That'll be some get out of jail free draw. No. Okay, well, it was all for Knot. We already got the offering. And I'm okay armamenting up that offering for killer draw. Also works for my Burning Pact. It's always a question, right? Do you make the offering better, or do you make the cards it draws better? Forgot about Centennial, though. That might have been worth waiting on, but most of the stuff that I care about is already upgraded. I can already get rid of the Anger, which is rather nice. Evolve is tempting, because I might be power-throughing in this fight. Does make him even stronger, of course, but what doesn't? Well, that is quite nice. I don't even mind them hitting me here, because it's going to make my Blood for Bloods mega cheap. Well, completely free, in fact. Maybe I'm going to mind the damage that I take a touch, but yeah. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. These things do need to die quite soon, though. Everything gets redrawn. Alright, ring on the 27. I'm not afraid. Ooh! Ooh, yeah. Good combo with power through right there. Alright, it's going in for the big hitter. Well, it's one fewer cultist to worry about. Do I just headbutt that so that you can immediately die? I would rather like a way to block this massive hit that's coming in my way, though. And I have no additional draw to draw here. It does block 8 to be sure, though. Believe. Oh, and I can still draw because I had my Panacea. Well, that's rather nice. So you absolutely get out of my face. This is awkward. Unless I go Corrupt. If I go Corrupt, I'm going to run out of cards pretty quickly, and then he's going to pummel me pretty hard. So, despite loving my Blood for Bloods, I need to find a way to block right now. Or we just get rid of Corruption. Yeah, that's fine. By Corruption. as well see what's in the offering first. Alright, feeling relatively set up now. More strength, more better. Alright, that's fine. Using a potion? What would I use? The Enterpot is there to give me... okay, so here's the thing. If things are going badly, the fairy breaks and I live. And if things are going so badly that that happens, my Enterpot is 2 potions to get me out of the emergency that I've dug myself into. Which is why I'm keeping these 2. I would give the Enterpot away if there was a better potion available. But what would be better right now? Gambler's Brew? Another fairy? I struggle to think of anything else. I probably wouldn't even drop it to drink a fruit juice. We have Evolve down, so... wounds are good. Reapering is good. I think we just do it now so we don't see it again on the redraw. Unless I think I can... unless I think my blocking game is so good that I can stall this guy out forever. The wounds help that, but you can very easily see a draw that doesn't block and doesn't draw anymore. Yeah, I'm also forced to rest after this, so let's just do this now. Oh, that got rid of my strength. No! Ooh, strength payoff. Ugh, I already have strength payoff. Don't be fooled. Strength. Strength pay... whoa! He's not going to be happy with that, but I'm not happy with this. Where's my block? I can't conceivably knock him out here, can I? No, so I'm going to have to... I have another blood for blood. Armaments Shrug and Second Wind all block, but the Second Wind I don't think I'd be willing to play. Yeah, Nilary seems to give me more fuel at this rate. Marginal regret. I can headbutt something to guarantee get it, like Power Through. Power Through sounds good. It's not Power Through Plus, is it? No, far from it. Otherwise, Battle Trance guarantees me these 3 cards, of which I can only play 2. Shrug Armaments is 16 block, which is more. Also upgrades Headbutt, which is not really a consideration whatsoever. I like the draw that those wounds give me, actually. It'd be nice to Armaments up the Power Through so it blocks even more, but the energy, she's all gone, sir. He's not going to be weakened forever. Neither will I. I'm running a little bit low on steam here, sir. My block game not nearly as good as I had hoped. It's alright, though. As long as I don't die, right? Everything's fine. Oh, everything's looking a bit finer now. He's going to transform. It's going to be a bit ragey. We have really good draw next turn. We're probably going to draw all of this, actually. If only I had Second Wind to go with all that power throwing that I do. Wallop. Bloodletting. That'd be some energy to go with all that draw that I'm going to be doing. Is it time to go Corrupt? Give me the Bloodletting. Hopefully that doesn't brick my draw. It could. That's why I added some wounds. There we go. Full hand. Full house. Well, I love being strong. Is it really worth the energy, though? Ugh, we've got loads of energy. What I don't have really is draw. I think it's time to armaments up that battle trance and that power through of mine. Stop hurting me. Ah, well that works. I should have actually thrown my wounds back in. They would aid my drawing quite a bit. Should have thought about that one. But I didn't think about that one. Wonk. Ah. How much do I really care about my wounds? Wait, how much do I care about the awakened chump? I don't think I care that much about him. Nicely done. Perfect fight, actually. We took no damage. We got ourselves to the end of Act 3. We have some agreeable potions. And a questionable deck. Whew, not easy. Am I going to have time for peak today? Caesar's got a big demand of me after this. Right, and I said perfect fight because there was no other option but coming out with 75 health anyway. No, maybe. That disarm could be very good. Could be nothing. Could be a brick to add at this point. You always think, disarm the heart, ignore the multi-hit, but every 3 turns the heart purges debuffs. But it's a skill, and I can go corrupt, so I guess I'll take it. Not enough money to buy a relic, but we could buy a remove. Could finally get anger out of this deck. Oh, no! Oh, boy. Dark Embrace speeds us up like nobody's business. I guess Anger's staying for the finale, then. 3 gold off buying a second fairy. But medical kit's the main thing I'd like here. Yeah, no power through. A Dark Embrace plus, though. It has to be, right? Because then we just play Corruption. We have nothing left in the deck. Admittedly, no block left in the deck. But even when we're not doing it, Shockwave draws, the Void will draw, Disarm draws, Offering draws even more. But getting rid of Anger does make the deck more consistent, and adding Dark Embrace, at least up front, makes us less consistent. Yeah, Codex could also give us more stuff. Alright, come on, Dark Embrace, let's move. Thank you, Merchant Man. Now, before we even get to look in the heart's direction, we've got to deal with his entourage. Shield und Spear. Shield immediately comes in with the hit and the reduction of strength. Spear's going to place 2 burns on the top of my draw pile. It's all very rude. Do we believe in enlightenment again? Or do we believe in being violent? Can't imagine we want upfront attacks in this, so let's believe in enlightenment. That said, what does enlightenment even hit that's useful? Shockwave, Corruption, Reaper, the Blood for Bloods if I draw them early, I guess. It's just the other 2 are nothing, so on you come. Look at the Blood for Bloods. Okay, then. Fascinating. I don't need to block at all here. In fact, blocking is probably a bad idea. Just take the spear hits. That way I draw really well next turn. Arma first allows Battle Trance to draw more, and it'll allow Enlightenment to affect these for the rest of the turn. But they're going down to 1 anyway with these attacks, so it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is Armaments draws 1 more off of Battle Trance. I would probably rather draw and play other things. Then again, that extra draw could go a long way. They'd become free. Well, they'd become... Oh, right. You mean after they take the hit, they'd go down to free. How much is true? Let's do it this way, then. There's no other way to draw here, is there? There's Ink Bottle, actually. I think we just have to waste that Ink Bottle draw. I should have set it up a bit better. Well, I tried to, but I obviously failed. The Battle Trance is going to block the Ink Bottle draw. Even if I play Enlightenment in the Battle Trance, the no draw will come into effect before Ink Bottle draws. And I'm not willing to spend 1 energy. in case I need all of my energy for doing something like, I don't know, maybe we get Dark Embrace, Inflame, Shockwave, Spot Weakness, Burning Pact. There's a lot of ways we can spend energy here, and I don't want to waste any of that, so let's go. Well, there's options for sure. Could still Offering, but Offering stops this buffer from blocking that 21. Oh yeah, you're right, I've got no draw. I keep forgetting that. It's so easy to forget when I have Offering and Battle Trance. What is this then? I think it's Disarm. Well, I'll probably get Enlightenment down since there's no more draw happening anyway. Sorry, Bottle. Defend is useless here. So I think it's just strip some artifact, gain some strength, contemplate Corruption, but probably not. I probably play Corruption the second round through. Is that true? Ah, no, it has to be play Corruption, because if I find Dark Embrace, I can go Corrupt and immediately nail these guys to the freaking wall. And I'm already going to have my my things at 0 cost. My Blood for Bloods. Yeah, it's got to be Corruption. If I don't go fast enough, how screwed am I? Pretty screwed. My concern is that I won't really have the build-up to immediately murder these guys. I don't have the big bang attack, and my Blood for Bloods are on the redraw. My defense game isn't very strong, but honestly, if that's the problem, then just get it out of the way fast. Shunk. Alright, hit me. There was a very, very small and weak argument for Thundercrap. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Offering. Thank you, Centennial Puzzle. If we didn't have Centennial Puzzle, our draw would have been Burn, Burn, Defend, Anger, Evolve, facing down this 40. As it stands, it's much better than that. How much better than that? I think we Offering immediately. Although Shrug could draw for free. I say we get the Offering down. There's probably a lot to be done on this turn. That's what I was looking for. Dark Embrace. Now when we exhaust, we draw. And I'll be exhausting if you don't mind. Is there anything I want to bring back, by the way? Probably want my Spot Weakness back on the double so I can get some much needed strength for this. I have to believe with what's coming we'll be able to block. Hope we drink these guys. Drink or not, I'm not too concerned with a fairy. And drinking is obviously good, but I'd rather kill the spear, control the shield, and then drink the shield, but of course it might not go that way. Have I already inflamed? No, I have not. Okay, so I can get some decent strength going here. Alright then, headbutt me my Spotting of Weaknesses. Shrug into my... Yeah, shrug into it. Spot that weakness. I don't mind these burns existing. Maybe I just Burning Pact the Anger. I want that Shockwave, actually. Still want it. I am willing to play all my defense here. There's my Shockwave. 3 weak and 3 vulnerable. So it's probably better to bash you first. Then I can weak and vuln and super vuln. Alternatively, if I bash you, I make them both vulnerable, which also does weak. I think I just want to keep them mega weakened the way this is going. Probably. It's not easy. Not an easy call here. Tell you what, I'm going to play it like this. Hope I don't regret it. There we go. Now you get weakened and vulnerable. My back is towards you, though. We can't have that. I need to turn back around. Do I do it with the power of anger, though? Wish I had a bit more energy. But I don't. It's not even a bad time to be reapering. Yeah, I think I have to anger my way back to your Fizzog. And then I want to evolve and probably power through. Because these things are going to draw for me in the future. And drawing is good. Getting rid of them, not easy though. And that's a lot of block to just get rid of. Maybe I don't even play anything here, just take the one. I mean, one is no big thing. It's more than one actually, these burns are going to burn me. Alright, do this. Nice. Alright, full block, and we'll see where this takes us. Dual wield my Reaper. It's guaranteed to go together. It's just not necessary healing. But it means I'll have it for later. Sure, I'll play. And now he's coming in for a big old smack. I only need one more copy of Reaper. I don't actually want to armaments into having more of them. Also continues to draw like a madman. This seems like the ultimate... Yeah, practically everything of value is already upgraded, so we just do this. Offering will draw too much, frankly. I still want this thing dead, even though I need to turn around. But they're both a bit blocked here, which is unfortunate. I mean, I could just Reaper. That would not do too much. Probably a waste of time at the moment. I think actually killing this shield might not be the worst idea in the world. We have Offering, we have Heavy Blade. Just kill the shield and eat the spear. I'm willing to try such a thing. You know, you smack talk anger and it just keeps coming back to help. Now there's my other blood for blood. That looks like a pretty dead Spire shield to me. I've seen a few of them in my time. How about we do it this way? Bonk. Glug. Yeah, how you feeling now, Spire Spear? I have to assume it's not great. Not a good day to be you. And between anger and more glugging, you're already dead, so... 7, 6, 7, 8. One more card. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're good then. So I get angry. And then just for good measure, I eat you as well. Ink bottle set up on 9. We couldn't be better set up for the heart. Oh, and whoa! All of our hopes and fears brought together into one relic. The Eternal Feather. The next time we rest, or the next time we even reach a rest site, we're going to be rolling in health. Which we don't need, and it's impossible to get a rest site. Freaking game. Ooh. There's a lot of ooh here. Feel No Pain, pretty amazing. Good for block. Flame Barrier, pretty amazing for block. Also, Burn the Heart when he does his multi-hit against me. Both are good, but which is better? If I go Corrupt, that Feel No Pain is going to do a whole lot of work for me. Let's go. Alright, Heart, it's you and me and my 27-card deck. It fattened up a lot towards the end there, didn't it? Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 AoE. No thanks. Panacea will stop me being vulnerable at the very start. That's got to be worth something. And the lovely thing about the Heart fight is I can ping myself for blood. Although if I really want to chance it, I can preserve my buffer, which will mean I'm only playing 2 cards this turn. And then... Yeah, maybe just eat the big hit. I have to assume I'm going to get some block to help me out here, but it's just Defend Panacea. Defend and Flame Panacea. Thank you, Ink Bottle. I could smack him with a Heavy Blade for good measure. Wouldn't hurt. That wouldn't hurt me. Do I want to redraw that Defend? Actually, probably. Because if I don't draw any block next turn, then if I want to swallow the big hit with a buffer, I literally can't do anything. But if I have the defend, I guarantee that I have something to block with. If I draw a promising looking load of offering, then I may or may not tank the hit. And if he's doing the multi-hit, I probably just go for it anyway. So let's grab that defend. All right, come and have a go. If you think you're... G freaking G to the heart. He's not going for the big hit, so I'm okay to just go here. Which means pinging myself with yet another offering. I don't have... Well, no, I do have to, don't I? Yeah, I absorb the 6 hit point damage and I take 2 hit points and we just go. We have the battle trance if this doesn't prove to be enough. Let's go. I think I have enough cards in my hand now. And they can all be upgraded at that. I do quite like upgraded cards. I said GG heart, but let's not assume that we're out of the woods just yet. My setup is lacking here. Feel no pain, evolve, dark embrace, shockwave, spot weakness. It's all missing right now. Although I've got some damn good draw, I still need to use the draw correctly. Yeah, because I drop a lot of this draw currently. Could just block, right? Defend, defend, defend. It's not the world's worst. But I think I need to clear the hand space anyway. That's more like it. Gosh, that's everything I was asking for. Are we just tanking this damage? I think we are just tanking this damage. Feel nae pain at all. Spot nae weakness at all. Well, it's the heart. We're spotting a lot of weakness. And are we angry? No, we're not angry. I don't want to flood my deck with garbage. We have enough of that. Don't have Evolve down. I'm sure we will in due time. Yeah, just take the hits. Make everything nice and cheap. Could Battle Trance, but what's the hope there? Battle Trance? No, a waste of an offering if I do that. Just hit me. Get even stronger? I don't think so. Not a problem yet. We are going to need to block, though, but that's what Power Through is for. Still frail, which is unpleasant. Shockwave will go a long way here. Gotta be wary of shuffling things out here. Shuffling out the wound and the burn might not be the world's worst thing. What you got? I like that. Well, now any shuffling shuffles out this stuff. I have to get the Evolve down for better draw game. Bit of healing doesn't go amiss. Shockwave you. Turns off a lot of damage coming in. There's the Corruption to tempt me. I think it's a little early. Just a little. Next time I see Corruption, I'll probably go for it, though. Now that we have Evolve down, the Power Through is no big deal to play. The Disarm is wasted because he purges the debuffed strength currently. Or he will, so let's not let him do that. Give me the wounds, I don't care, and just take a touch more block, unless I want to burn and draw some more, which I don't. Alright, not amazing this start, but we are well set up for it. No, it's not second Dark Embrace, tempting though it might be. Alright, by hitting me, you've only made me stronger, Corrupt Heart. How much stronger? I can keep him mega vulnerable before he gets his artifact, which is rather cool. The Heavy Blade is suddenly doing damage. I like doing damage. Do I even want to get out of Red Skull range? I'm not sure I do. Headbutt and Corruption is on the cards here. Speed up immensely. Dark Embrace is down, Feel No Pain is down, lots of things are down. So, Headbutt, the Corruption... Ah, but I want to bash Heavy Blade quite badly. Whatever I Headbutt, though, I'm going to draw in 2 cards, so keep that in mind as well. Could draw something I don't care about as well. Hey, you're still at least 4 turns from victory. That much is true. Fastest you can ever kill the Corrupt Hearten is 3 turns. And I'm not in a position to do that right now. Extends the weakness. That bash has got to be good, but it's what do we combine the bash with? Let's not take any more unnecessary damage for a change. And what do we draw? Battle Trance. That could draw me my Blood for Bloods for some actual damage. I'm a known lover of actual damage. Sure. Although Headbutt will guarantee get me something, but there's nothing free to have. Unlike my Blood for Blood and my tragically missing spot weakness, but I got a 50-50 to draw Blood for Blood with Shrug It Off. No, I don't, because I forget about no draw every single freaking time. No, thank you. Look how vulnerable and weak he is. Alright, but he's not messing around, though. Coming in with a 3 by... Well, coming in with Deadly. That's why we're prepared, though. I hope we're prepared. That's a lot of blocking and not a lot of doing more than blocking. That's more than blocking. No, I'm still getting my arse handed to me here, quite soundly. I need to go Corrupt, or else I'm not going to keep up with this. I also need to deal damage, or I'm not going to keep up with this. Alright, I'm taking a significant chunk of damage here. Fiendfire would deal significant damage. So does Sword Boomerang, actually. I need some strength payoff, and I need it pretty soon. Heavy Blade is there, but I think I need a bit more than Heavy Blade. Could have done with my reduction of his strength right about now. Oh, Reaper, of course. How could I forget? Reaper is here. And I might need it right about now. Armaments power through Reaper. Is that going to keep me alive? 28. Yeah, that'll do fine. Save Reaper for after the fairy? Ah, but this saves the fairy. Don't you see? Ah, well, there's the disarm, but I can't disarm him through this anyway. Gotta deal damage, it's the only way to win. Hell yes. Hell no. Alright, I said I need to go Corrupt at some point. I think now is some point. He's about to do Beat of Death 3 on me as well, which is not pleasant. Tempted to burn away the Battle Trance. Maybe I shouldn't be. I can Sword Boomerang into Dropkick. That way I don't shuffle anything out. Well, I mean, I shuffle Burning Pact and Battle Trance out. Maybe that's not good. But with all these statuses, my draw game should be on point. I'm a little worried now, actually. The multi-hit could actually just end me straight through the fairy. That is a concern, a real concern. Who said GG? Spot weakness misses again, and disarm doesn't hit. This is becoming a concern. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, feel no pain, provided I draw my skills. I mean, what if I get Bash, Anger, Sword, Boomerang, Heavy Blade, Headbutt, and he multi-hits? Just kills me. Could be a concern. Disarm is a nice idea, but I don't think it's happening. Yeah, Nilrys could also offer me a bailout here. I think I'll take Seeing Red. Yeah. Foolish not to. Gets energy, it draws, it blocks, does the whole thing. There's the multi-hit I was worried about. And make no mistake, I'm worried. I don't think I have an answer to this. Yeah, my goose could be cooked right here. Might have to pop the entrepot without the fairy going. This is what I was worried about, and I never got my disarm down for this. Alright, alright. Well, I need to start stacking up that block pretty hard, but, you know, there might be something like a power potion in here. Actually, really thinking I have to pop this thing. Because the fairy only brings you back at 30% health. That's 21 or so. It's not what I've got. Yeah, I gotta see what's in you. Vulnerable. You know what that doesn't do? I really should have played Disarm last time, because then I'd be able to weaken him right now. Could still help. There is a play here that works. Gotta bash you first. Well, I probably have to defend first and foremost. Get that defend to get rid of one artifact layer. Keep on trucking on the defense and the draw. Now if I headbutt bash... Ooh, I could headbutt disarm, which does pretty much the... Ooh, disarm's actually better, isn't it? Well, actually, I would want both of them. Because I can weaken him. Weaken drops by a quarter, but the disarm will do by a third. So the disarm's probably better here. Plus I can armaments it up. Let's get this out of my hand. I need the space. And then if I throw this pot to remove the artifact, I can disarm. Pretty big deal. Armaments the disarm. Disarm the fool. Alright, suddenly it's a bit more survivable. Also Shrug is here. Seeing red to keep things going? I need things to keep going. Ah, Heavy Blade is here. Heavy Blade caps the damage rather nicely. If I preserve the fairy here, I always can survive next turn, right? So I think I need to stack up that block. Wallop. Yeah, okay, I've got this full block, thankfully. Let's not burn any more defends. Let's not burn any more anything, except maybe this Slimed. Slimed will draw me Sword Boomerang. I want that next turn, though. Gotta deal some damage to him, right? Or he doesn't die. Alright, we're fine. Deal damage next turn? Now, there was an argument to play one attack for Ink Bottle, you're right. Okay, I think we got this now. Yeah, Bash for Vuln, 2 copies of Sword Boomerang, and 2 Blood for Blood to dropkick for good measure. He should be pretty dead. He should be pretty bloody dead. What does this do? 50 something? Oh, that does 70 something. I like 70 something. Wait a second, I'm not capped on this guy. Oh, yeah, we need another turn at this. We need another turn at this. Where are the attacks? Don't worry about it, but I think the fairy is gone. Yeah, I'm not worried. The fairy wanted to be useful, you know. Let's let the fairy be useful. Oh, there's some attacks. Is anything in here exhaust? Yeah, we have exhausting things, so the headbutt can get us out. Thanks, fairy. I wasn't worried for a microsecond. Ah, see, we can let anger do its thing now. Yeah, there we go. The card that got us through the entire freaking run. Anger. God, no, 3-hour run. Whew. You know what that is? That is a 3-streak on Clad for me. I think I am getting better with this guy. That was not a good run by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe someone who's much better at the game could look at it and see the rampant mistakes I made. I was a big coward in Act 1 and Act 2. And we had a lot of counter synergy going on. But I like to think that in spite of that, winning is a good sign of my maturity with the Chad. Any run where you kill the heart's a good run. Exactly. And the ones that you have to sweat for are the ones that feel the best. Whew. I did marginally faster than the last run, but a lot less of a score. I cannot begin to imagine how much the toolbox helped out with that. Such a good relic. Oh. The shop relics in general are really good. Toolbox, orrery, the... Felt like I was going to list off a lot of relics there. I was, though, but it's not coming to mind. Ah, the medical kit, of course. I love the medical kit. Some are terrible, like hand drill. Clockwork souvenir, yeah. Guaranteed artifact with that. Not the prism, hell no. But the orange pellets, yeah, they're OP. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 question mark encounters. That's only a 10% chance. It grows by 10% for every one that you dodge, but that's still a lot of question mark encounters. And not a lot of elites. 2 here, only 2 here. That is sad. Explains, well, what was I did 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got a longer relic bar here. Anyway, good run. Very good run. Leaner than the last one and a very different build. I feel like I needed this corruption. It just didn't take the forefront. Yeah, these took the forefront. The thing was, to make these playable, I had to take damage. And that was not really very sustainable until I found you. I think Reaper is at the end of Act 2, right? Yeah. We just, as you can see, just barely made it through the Automaton of Fun. With less than 10% of our hit points remaining. But hell, we made it. And I even took Empty Cage as my boss relic, which is a sign things are going well, I think. Not a relic I often take. Whoa. Got some useless stuff towards the end, right? Yeah, Centennial was good. Ink Bottle actually helped us out a fair bit there. I was happy with this run. Really happy. Oh, this explains the relic catch-up. Hard to argue with 300 additional gold out of nowhere. We got what we need when we needed it. Get Perfected Strike. Get rid of Perfected Strike 3 floors later. It was that bad. Jake does not like Perfected Strike. It's one of those cards that gets you through Act 1, right? It does do big chunky damage with your starter deck. I would take a look at it, but it's gone here. The trouble was, once I'd removed one strike, and then we had the option to remove another, it suddenly didn't make sense to keep Perfected Strike. It was almost worse than the strikes at that point, and at least strikes can be upgraded through the Upgrade All event, transformed into bites, played for 1 energy. But Perfected Strike just gets worse and worse from the moment you take it. If it's getting better and better, you're probably making a bad deck. Anyway, I'm a bit of a noob at this game, so you probably shouldn't be taking my advice on the matter. A game that you should take my advice perhaps will be coming up, though. I have been given an urgent task for Caesar. It's so urgent that I'm going to take my time and take a swift water break before I even see to it, so I will be back momentarily.